Lads. Go Jesse. Go Jesse. Welcome back to True Footy Live.
Oh, you got in the way,
Alright, too much.
The neighbours were complaining.
Yes, welcome back everyone to True Footy Live.
Thank you.
For 2022.
We made it.
How are you?
I'm comfy in my customizable spot.
Customizable spot. How is it customizable?
I don't know, it's my custom spot as well.
Right.
You can change the colour of the rims.
I can get a skin.
It's white or brown.
Depends
Or
on
pink.
how clean you are. What the fuck are we talking about? Brucey, how are you? Oh, I see what you've got there. That's cool.
Get live chat up, bro.
That's
Just,
hot.
yeah, kick back, relax. I'm ill chain, lad. I'm happy that footy's back. That's a certainty.
Ill chain?
Yeah.
Big Latin for
chilling.
ill chain. Chillane.
I've worn those Jordans in honour of Richmond, because fuck Carlton.
Oh yes, yeah, right. I forgot about that.
Oh, demonetisation is also there.
Oh, I should have given it a couple of minutes.
Your nickname, if you were a wrestler, you'd be the Demonetizer.
That'd be a finishing name.
A C-bomb. C-bomb's my finishing move. C-bomb from the top rope.
Demonetisation.
I either didn't know or I forgot that Teague is now part of Richmond.
Ah, quick switch.
I
Had some
reckon
spice.
I knew that for like 20 minutes once.
Yeah, and then forgot.
Yeah.
It had some spice.
Oh yeah, true.
Eh?
Surely T can just expose everything that Carlton is because he was there not too long ago and they're a bunch of dogs anyway.
That they are.
We don't like Carlton. Me and Busher.
I'm picking up on that.
Fuck Carlton. All my homies hate Carlton.
This game is the first time it's been relegated to the second game of the year.
It's
Still on the
probably
same
now.
night though.
Carlton
Yes.
fucking win it though. Now that it's not the first game of the year, fucking Carlton win it.
Who are we thinking, boys? Who are we thinking? I tipped Richmond. Did you also tip Richmond?
I could see Carlton winning it based on how they played in the pre-season.
Yeah.
But I tipped Richmond, yeah.
I think I'm in for a disappointing night, to be honest.
Who did you tip?
Carlton.
Did ya?
Yeah, I think I'm in for a disappointing
Change
night.
it, quick.
I think I tipped Richmond, but Carlton to finish higher.
Did you guys tip Melbourne?
Yes. Yeah.
Bush? Yeah.
I think 70% of my league did.
Kev's Magpie says, hey guys.
Choice?
Carlton is rubbish town, says Huntsman.
Hey, Huntsman.
Fuck yeah.
Fidget says, I'm so ready for Fremantle to get smashed by Western Bulldogs in round 20. What are you talking about round 21, bro?
I'm so ready for round 21.
Nice legs, my queen, says Huntsman.
Nice legs, my queens. Thanks, buddy. You have very nice legs too. No, you don't. You're a minor.
So, my footy team, you know how I said I was a close contact on Saturday?
You probably shouldn't be saying that.
Casual contact? It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah. Well, yeah, you should clarify because one you have to isolate, one you don't.
Yeah, well, anyway, so no symptoms. Bloke showed up, tested positive that night, so it's like, right, 1 or 2 symptoms. Show up on Monday, no one's got any symptoms of COVID, everyone's chilling.
I'm waiting for that.
Boom, 12 cases.
Wow.
From Monday to Wednesday.
That's
12.
fascinating.
Yeah. So we're going into lockdown, buddy.
That's the second time you've done that. They need to play a little less man on man, if you know.
We're back! I bet Richmond under 9.5 and Body Katona is here.
Oh, boo!
Kev's Magpies.
Home chairs on the screen, boo!
Oh yeah, we don't like Chera. God, he's a good player though.
By the way, guys, if you have not joined the Footy Tipping League or the Fantasy League, are you doing fantasy?
No.
Okay. I killed that. No, if you are doing either, in the description of this video, you'll find the links and stuff. We've been getting a bit of feedback that sometimes it asks you for a password to the Footy League. I'm pretty sure this is just a glitch with the website because the link doesn't always work. So maybe just try again later, but there's no password. So, yeah, if we got 1,000 members, there's no password. So if...
You got 1,000?
Yeah, because it accumulates over the years. So if you were part of it last year, you're part of it again. It's time for bounce down. I'm just going to get to this chat. I haven't actually opened it yet.
Oh, surely you can see it. Oh, there we go, mate. That's even better. I got footy boots yesterday. Shout out Huntsman.
Nice. What variety?
I accidentally turned on incognito.
Accidentally.
Yeah, I'm just going to sift through some porn while you guys watch the game.
Carlton fucked by Tiger. Are they intentionally putting like a thumbprint on the ground there? Am I just tripping?
I didn't see it.
Dusty.
Wins the first, well, not the clearance, but he goes forward. Oh, Liam Baker nearly pulls it down.
Is it only considered the clearance if it clears like the 50?
No, it's the first effective disposal from a stoppage, so I think the person who handballed it won the clearance. Unless actually,
Oh, piss off.
but if it was a Carlton player, then there would be no clearance because I don't think they would then give it to Dusty. But it's possible. Maybe they would give it to Dusty.
Vulture just lost a marking contest. Sucked in. And then Pressy mugged him off.
So who of these sides are missing players? Hang on, I'll just go through the chat first.
Jack Rewald's heaps good at just knocking the ball on. It's one of his underrated characteristics, I reckon, just gaining ground.
Interesting.
Carlton are missing a spine. Interestingly, their key position players are actually pretty healthy.
Dusty, that's a great kick inside 50, but it well spoiled there by, it looked like McGovern. I'll be interested to see how the flanker types that they recruited in the last couple of years will go for Carlton. So you've got Sard Williams, you've also got
Fucking nail him!
and you probably add Nick Newman to that list as well, but I think Nick Newman's probably done the best out of those guys at Carlton.
Or
Yeah.
Cripps sold candy twice, just like Busher on a Tuesday afternoon on the beachfront. Watch Tom de Koning take like 7 speckies this season.
Who was that little fella? Was that like Owies or something?
I don't know, some pleb that Carlton fans think is God.
In that case, it could be...
Zach Fisher.
No, there's a small forward. I got him on my fantasy bench. Not Cahill, he's at Essendon. I can't believe I'm forgetting his
Cottrell.
name. No, what the hell's his name? I think he's South Australian, or he's either that or Victorian, I can't remember. I'm not really helping him.
Shy Bolton off half back.
What's his name?
Speedy, zoom.
Durden. I don't think he's South Australian, but oh, maybe he is.
Something like
I
that.
might be getting confused with Sam Durden, but no,
Rewald's got a good run of it.
oh, Mackay. Is that Mackay? Oh, no.
No.
I was going to say, what the hell's Mackay doing at the
It
back
did
line?
look like Mackay.
Yeah, that's, is that Goddard?
Heath Scotland.
It's Daisy Thomas.
That's such a random, obscure player from a...
Did he used to be number 39 for Carlton?
Daisy Thomas was.
Ah.
But Heafy might have been before Daisy.
I thought you said Daisy Pearce for some reason.
Nah, Daisy Thomas.
some real equal playing fields out here.
Sorry, Oscar McDonald I meant to say.
Ah.
I knew it was a former Delisty. I'm rusty, you can tell. We're all a bit rusty coming off the pre-season.
Rusty like a
In my
trumpet.
back, yeah.
Like a trombone, I think you meant to say.
I know it's there, but don't call it.
Huntsman apologised for missing my stream, as you should. Grad says, how good is Michael Frederick? Very good.
Love that man.
Oh, Huntsman's got New Balance. He's size 14 and he's got the wide foot. What did I say? Tom the Cone to take
Wow.
7 speckies this season and he just took one straight away.
How many did you say?
7 this season. He'll take 7 this game, mate. He is nuts. How long has he been on Carlton's list?
Couple of years, I think.
Why has he just never been good? And now he's come back looking like Superman.
I think he was pretty good last year in flashes, but he's also a young ruckman. This is around the time they start to show their wares.
Right.
It is younger brother Sam.
Ah, that was a terrible kick.
His younger brother Sam's playing in for Geelong. I think
I thought it was older brother, wasn't it?
I think Tom's the older one. I could be wrong.
I swear this is the younger one.
Tom's the older one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Sam's only drafted like 2019, I reckon. I'm pretty sure he got drafted with one of the Tim Kelly picks.
Tom is also bigger bodied, which
Yeah.
suggests to me that his body is more mature, hence has the older age.
Extrapolating from that data, you'd suggest
Yes.
more months under the belt.
Can we not talk about data? My brain's just been looking at numbers and statistical significance all day and I wanted to shoot myself.
Nice inboard kick from Dusty there. Sets up the play. Well, they got a loose man, but the kick is a little bit wide. Baker. Soldo dummy to Bolton, and he could kick the first goal of Richmond's season.
Ooh, 3, 2, 1, go!
Go bring
Yeah,
that
Bolton.
shit into my channel. No, just kidding.
That was, Bolton could have just ran in and hit a drop punt then, but he put a bit of style on it, just
Yeah.
like curved around a bit, went for the snap.
Mm.
That was a clean snap.
Some player, unlike you earlier today.
Yes.
I-
It says you, toilet bowl. Come on now.
Some players that were actually more comfortable with the snap.
I hear you're pretty comfortable taking a snap.
Yeah.
Brett Deledio is back at Richmond. Can I get a Brett Deledio in the chat?
Was he a top-up player?
No.
He's a player agent, apparently.
Is he?
Yeah.
There you go. Thoughts on Tom Morris versus Bevo?
You should do a video on this.
I don't have time, mate.
Actually, I had time today. I just couldn't be bothered.
This is the sort of video I was talking about you doing, opinion pieces.
I know, but I just wasn't interested.
I didn't actually see what Tom Morris leaked. Do you know
it was due
It was with Lockie Hunter not playing.
So Lockie Hunter was like picked and then dropped, and then he was the sub, and then he was laid out, and then when he was the sub, he brought. They fucked with his selection, like, but apparently it was all planned, and I think Tom Morris leaked that it was always a plan. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So who was fucking with his selection?
The Bulldogs generally were like fucking around with their selection, not trying to give too much away, but Tom Morris was undermining that by like leaking it as it was
And it happened in the grand final as well, apparently with Gardner.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they apparently Tom Morris, like Gardner, wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
Because the Bulldogs were trying to do the usual, like, is he going to play, is he not?
Yeah.
And because Tom Morris is a
Would
Melbourne
Lockie
fan.
Hunter have known that he was going to play or not play though?
Oh, I'd imagine in that scenario.
Well, apparently he wasn't playing, and then because Tom Morris leaked he wasn't playing, they changed it.
Oh. Okay.
But
But then JJ and then they changed him to medical sub, then Jose and Johannesson actually got injured.
Yeah,
in the
right.
right, so then they
Fair
brought him.
enough.
I think Tom Morris should not leak that sort of information. Like, I don't think that is a required. Like that's not great news to report on. Like, this player, this is the team's strategy going into a game. Like, that should be confidential, I reckon.
I actually don't agree. I think he hasn't really done anything wrong. I think the Bulldogs need to look at who keeps feeding Tom Morris this info.
Yeah.
I think that's the bigger issue here than
That's the biggest
journalistic
issue for him.
integrity.
I don't think Tom Morris is a bad journalist, but I think, I don't know, pick and choose what you report on. But at the same time,
It's a good, it's an interesting story though. Like, if it was the Eagles, I would be red hot on that.
yeah.
To be honest.
But for Beveridge to just try to go after Tom Morris's like entire career sort of thing and like say, are you proud of what you do and whatnot? It's like,
So Beveridge has had the last laugh because Tom Morris has been cancelled. Have you seen that today?
no.
There's been so much clippage between out, like him being racist, him
Oh,
talking
really?
shit about a chick that worked at Fox.
Yeah, so someone seized the opportunity to leak every bit of goss they had on Tom Morris, and now he's been stood down from Fox Footy for
No
completely unrelated.
way.
Yeah.
I might have to get him on the Druzy arm.
It's alright, he'll probably get a job with Sky News in 2 weeks.
I was gonna say, if you're paying, you'll probably take you up on that. Who we got? Yeah.
Nah, he'll be at Sky News in 2
Really?
weeks. I'm
That's
pulling
a great
it now.
kick from Rioli.
That was
Well
a great
done.
kick to Castagna. I still can't say his name.
Phlegm is loud.
As if as if Tom Morris has been stood down. That sucks. But
So I
But
think,
everyone knew he was a shit bloke long before all this. It's like been pretty consensus. For
Did
Tom
you think he was a
Morris
shit
is
bloke?
I've always thought he was a bit of a cunt.
I knew how to bit.
and there
How long was that into the season? He's already dropped the first sea ball.
It was live.
Oh, it'll say out there. Anyway, doesn't matter. I
Good saying
think
winding
you
up, by
have
the
to
way.
be a bit of a pig to be good at that job. So it doesn't surprise me.
Uh,
What he actually said he said that his co-worker was really hot. So what it was a voice clip to a group chat with his mates that somebody's leaked. So he's obviously got a shit friend as well.
What goes around comes around. Leaking
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, that's right. And in the voice clip, he's like, someone was like, who's this chick? And he's like, yeah, she's so hot. Unfortunately, she's a lesbian.
I've been there before.
But apparently, he's like, she's a really good chick, but yeah, unfortunately, she's got her liquor license. That's a direct quote. So I didn't think too much of it first, but then he's been stood down because of that.
Yeah.
But now I think about it, like, I just realised more because I
It's a
didn't realise
co-worker.
it was a current co-worker. So I can imagine she probably would be quite embarrassed by that leaking. So in a sense, I understand that, but also I can't help but think somebody out there is just troublemaking a little bit because they've just caused all this.
Definitely someone with a vendetta. But
Yeah.
It's too convenient, let's be honest.
Yeah. Kennedy,
Go on, Kennedy!
breakout player
I've got
for
you
this
in both
year.
dream teams.
A goal.
Got him in both my dream teams.
Early
Beautiful.
observation so far feels like Richmond have been a little bit better, but it has been a fairly even game.
Richmond have had.
No, if Bomber Hill plays, he's definitely going to Sky News in 2 weeks. Fox, Sky News.
Yeah, it's what happens when journalists get stood down by one company. They go to another one and have more freedom and then shine.
Especially Murdoch-based journalists, they'll send him to Sky News to start talking shit about fucking Elbow or some shit.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see.
He'll start leaking Elbows, like, Elbow has selected this person for this week. Tom Morris leaked it early.
Courtesy of Tom Morris. Just be the...
Bevo did apologise, apparently. He just released an apology.
if Matt Kennedy has the breakout year, some are saying, then Carlton's midfield is looking El Depot.
Oh yeah.
Like,
He had a good back half last year, Kennedy.
He did, yeah. So if you factor in Cripps back to form, Walsh obviously, Chera comes in, and Hewitt and Kennedy to round that out. That's pretty good front five. Is that 5 players I named?
Richmond have been moving the ball well from their back half so far, but they have been pretty wasteful in front of goal, I believe.
Boo!
Chera.
Shank it, you dog!
You have small dick energy.
As does that chick.
Out on the phone, ain't a dick!
Yeah, fuck you, Adam Chera.
Kicked it straight to his mum in the crowd.
Here you go, Mum, I love you. Get out of here, Adam Chera.
Has anyone watched the Stan series? Does anyone have Stan? You don't have Stan.
I do.
I do.
You
The Show Me the Money?
Stan and
Oh, I thought you talked about it the other day.
Show Me the Money?
You said you weren't sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Have you finished it?
But like
Yes.
literally the first quote from Adam Chera's agent when they like opened him talking about Chera was, "The night he got drafted, I knew he'd want to go home." Why the fuck did we take him in the first place when we had Norton and Australian under our fucking noses?
Who did we get with the pick? Was it
Brayshaw and
Amos?
Chera.
Amos, yeah.
Oh,
His
right.
Amos.
Yeah.
So in
See
5
how
years'
Amos
time, I'll be
develops.
happy about it when Amos is developed.
Yeah, good kick inside
Nice.
50 again. Liam Baker.
Liam Baker's had a couple of good almost moments, and he finally gets a shot on goal.
How many episodes was there in that Stan series?
There's only 3.
Okay.
They're like 45 minutes long.
Nice.
Goes into the lobster failed trade a little bit.
Wheels around on his left.
Nice.
He's done that well, Baker. It's another goal. That updated right on cue,
Yeah,
mate.
it did, eh?
Druzy, did you like the roadman video I sent you? Bloody oath. Do a good roadman accent, you do, Huntsman.
I'm gonna have a protein bar.
Nice, I had one earlier.
Yeah. What kind of protein bars do you use?
I had some
Didn't
protein
like
too.
your ass that close to my face.
That was a bit.
It was cookies and cream, Carmen's, 10 grams of protein.
I had some protein too, boys. A triple cheeseburger from Hungry Jack's.
Oh yeah.
It was a good little afternoon snack.
Oh, no. Halfway through this first quarter, Soldo taps it down. Dusty, see you later, Cherry, you pleb. Gets the first. Gets the clearance.
Hey, Marlon!
Bro, Marlon Pickett was just on. Was that Kennedy's shoulders for about 5 minutes? Cherry gets tackled around the neck. That should be legal, but it's not. And then a Carlton player kicks it out on
The
the
player
floor.
who tackled him should get the free kick.
I reckon that should be paid deliberate. If you mess up a kick so bad that it completely misses the target and goes out of bounds, they should do the old AFLW rule, turn it over.
Yep.
I reckon. Instead of throwing it in.
Because that's why they brought the rule in the women's game to see how it goes.
Yeah. I actually like it, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah, so if it comes off the boot and goes out of bounds in between the 50-metre arcs, it's a turnover. So there was just a shanked kick and it went directly out of bounds, but it was a throw-in. In AFLW it would be a turnover. Bolton, big grab.
Jail it, young man.
You just missed Marlon Pickett right on Kennedy's shoulders. He was literally up there for like 3 seconds.
Do you grab it?
Nah, he just couldn't hold on to it.
No, 50 metres off a play.
Strong grab there from Shy.
Ramsey's cousin.
He wasn't.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand that. He wasn't shy to grab that
It was
one.
my favourite character, so I definitely understood.
It's gone right.
Yeah, you're a real rapist sympathiser, aren't you? I'm kidding, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Shouldn't have said that.
You see how I just.
No, I was more of a fan of his for the chopping off of Cox. That's more why I was a Ramsey fan, to be honest.
Why you chop me up? What are you looking at, mate?
Weird score format.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the goals in, the total score in front of the goals and behind.
Do you want me to fuck with that?
No, it's alright.
Reroll, too slow.
trying to think back to last year's game. Was Carlton in front and Richmond came back, or did Carlton kind of surge late?
I actually
I think-
can't remember.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough question. I have a feeling Carlton had a really good purple patch in the third quarter or something.
The last Carlton Richmond game I remember was the one when no one was at the MCG and they were gassed. And it was it a draw or Richmond just won?
Richmond versus Collingwood was the draw.
Ah, yeah.
And that was round 2 after the long break.
Yeah, gotcha.
It was like 36 all, and everyone was like, because the players had no pre-season really.
Yeah, it got scrapped.
Everyone was like, this is what football's going to be like.
Oh, Rewalt's had a couple of stinking moments early.
McGurkin.
Unfortunately, can't attend the Eagles game this weekend. But if we go down by 7 goals, it might be a good one to miss.
I actually probably got my prediction for Gold Coast terribly wrong this year. We'll see. But beat Geelong and Port Adelaide in the pre-season.
You love pre-season form, bro.
Well, it was just, I don't know.
Yes!
I don't know. You can. Gold Coast aren't going to stink it up as much as I thought. Like, if you can play decent pre-season games against 2 good outfits, you're not.
Fucking bang!
I think they've
It
done
showed
this.
cohesion.
They've done this previously. What they'll do is they'll start the year well. I think they will beat us, and I think even if we had Kelly and I still think there would have been a good chance to win. I think their young mids will start well, and then through the season they'll fade. It happens every year.
Who did you tip for the Spoon?
I tipped Collingwood,
Oh, that
back
is
probably.
weak.
but I'm not super confident on that because I think the best 10 players are really strong.
Yeah.
But if they miss football, then they're fucked. But if they have a really healthy run, then Collingwood could finish sort of like, I don't know, 11th.
Who's that? Collingwood?
Mm.
I don't think they'll finish that high.
But if they have a really clean bill of health. But historically, Collingwood cop injuries every year. They need to have like a Melbourne-like year where they don't have any injuries, or a Brisbane-like year.
The Coney just kicked 8 behind. Good on you, Grimes, for doing that to Chera. Bloody oath.
Yeah. I'd like to see more of it. Some good, clean family fun.
Is Bolter playing forward or back?
Bolton?
Bolter.
Oh,
I think he's a forward this year.
I think it said Bolter. Yeah, Bolter.
haven't actually spotted him yet.
Is the bloke with the tattoos and the mullet? Is that Bolter? Or is that...
No, he doesn't have a mullet. He's a tall, lanky sort of.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's him there. He's the key back last year.
Hey,
Who's he playing? Well, he's playing Nocturno, so
Yeah,
that
he'd
makes
be
me
back
think
then.
back. Yeah,
half back?
he's an absolute unit, eh?
he looked 25 at 18.
Lynch.
And he fucking
4
wins it.
deep.
Suck shit, Carlton.
Hands. Baker just dribbles on his
Off over
right.
his head. Oh.
Rogue Riot reckons Hawks for the Spoon. I don't think so.
Big call.
I don't think so. I reckon the Hawks will do good. Do you reckon, what was I going to say? Bailey Fritsch is the new Gunston of this age?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
probably,
saying?
to be honest.
Oh, Bolton just walks through a
Wow.
pack. 3, 2, 1.
He had a breakout season
Oh.
last year, and so far has not looked any
Thing
bit
is
off the
with
pace.
Bolton, he did have the breakout year, but he was a little inconsistent. This could be the year where he performs at that level consistently. Because I had him last year, and there was games where he was a monster, and then games where he did fuck all.
Yeah, that's true.
I think for playing that role of high half forward, forward mid, you're always going to have games like that. Kind of
Yeah.
depends how the team's going.
They'll probably continue to prioritise him more and more in the middle, more run through the middle, even though he'd probably still start on that flank or whatever.
They don't have a deep midfield, so if they cop a few injuries, that might happen out of necessity. He's certainly good
Oh, he
enough.
fucking how'd you going, Chera too. Imagine getting how'd you going by skinny old Shy Bolton. You must be a fucking little bitch.
What's how'd you going?
Fucking.
Don't argue.
Yeah.
Have you ever read books on how to deal with breakups?
I haven't had a breakup.
I feel like it would help you process Chera.
Nah, Chera's a dog, let's be real.
Yeah. Woof woof.
I don't respect Chera.
He's a
Do you
batty
have the
boy.
same views on every player who's left after 2 or 4
Nah,
years?
because Chera was a part of the master plan.
So was Jack Gunston at Adelaide, though.
Grab from Tommy Lynch on a bit
So
of
was
a
Jake Lever.
acute angle. Yeah, and they would have been filthy.
I believe I was a bit filthy on Lever at the time.
Yeah, they would have been filthy with that.
Charlie Cameron, Mitch McGovern, all left after the same grand final.
That would have been like a rift in the side though.
The camp, mate.
Yeah.
The camp
Tom
with
Lynch,
Sam McClure and
that's a
Caroline
thing.
Wilson had to apologise for reporting on.
Ooh, miss.
Wait, what? Who? What?
Remember the old Adelaide camp kerfuffle?
What, the scrap?
The camp after their grand final. You remember how?
No.
This might have been right before you started following footy properly.
Yeah, okay.
But like, yeah, literally, you know how they lost the 2017 grand final by a shitload?
Mhm.
They went to this weird camp where they like apparently it was fucking traumatic as shit. Apparently.
Yeah, right.
Like the Aboriginal players weren't happy. There was all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Sam McClure and Caroline Wilson spent 2 years talking to people, getting the story, and then they got
Oh, Tom Lynch timed that run well. Good grab.
and then they got sued under our draconian like defamation laws because our defamation laws in Australia are fucked. So basically, the threat of a lawsuit, they went, yeah, fucking back down. Agreed to a settlement.
Defamation for Adelaide or
Collective mind.
They were the
People
one
that
ran.
ran
They
the
ran
camp.
an
oh,
extended
the
camp.
camp. Right.
Yeah.
There was like talk of homophobic and racist treatment of players during the camp.
What, from the camp, like officials or?
I don't really know how it worked,
Go.
but I presume it was the way the camp was facilitated, which I guess
Yeah,
goes back
right.
to
That's a bit
So
whack.
apparently,
Yeah.
Eddie Betts was pissed off when the story got retracted.
right.
That is weird.
It's a pretty reliable source, I would say, Eddie Betts.
It's the one time I've stuck up for Sam McClure.
I reckon stick up for the media.
I
To
think
be honest.
I think one of the
Except
players.
Tom Morris. Fuck him.
I won't say which
Alright.
one, but I'm pretty sure one of the players at Adelaide, part of that camp, is gay as well. I won't say it on camera, just in case it's not. It might be public knowledge, but
Yeah,
who is it?
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, it's alright. But that is a huge factor.
Any bets?
No. I'd imagine it was the player that was targeted with the homophobic comments.
But
It's
like
pretty
when
fucked up.
when all of those players left Adelaide, it wasn't like obviously it was in the middle of a successful period for them. But that
But
was
those players all left before the camp. They left after the grand final. Jake Lever, Mitch McGovern, and
Yeah, they weren't involved in the camp.
Charlie Cameron.
well, there must have been a bit of riftage going on for them to lose the grand final by that much. Like straight after, they wouldn't have been like, "Oh, that's right, boys, we'll
Well,
be
Jake
back."
Lever just had a shitload of money thrown at him. That's why he left.
Yeah, true.
Charlie Cameron went home to be with family.
Is he from Brisbane?
Originally, but he was drafted out of East Fremantle.
East.
Yeah, that's right. He's from Newman,
I
wasn't
think
he?
it was East Fremantle.
Don't think East. I would have remembered if he was at East.
Maybe I got the club wrong, but definitely Waffle.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
lived in
I got
Newman,
dropped
didn't
out
he?
of Waffle. Claremont maybe.
But the
I'll
difference
find
with
out.
Chera was we were on an upward trajectory. We are on an upward trajectory, and he is a massive spoke in our wheel. He ripped it out.
What about Lockie Neal?
We were shit then. Like we were under Ross Lyon. The team wasn't cohesive.
And he gave us 8 years.
yeah, he
gave us the
and he'll
8
be
years to
back
free
next
agency.
year anyway. So
But he
like
gave us the 8 years to free agency. Chero fucking.
I don't know if Chera owes more to Fremantle than any other club, any other player owes to their club when they leave. I don't think you should consider where the team's at. If a player's making a personal decision. I'm not saying don't be annoyed at Chera, but I'm just saying you have to then apply that logic to most other players who leave.
yeah, I suppose I am using where the club is at as an argument, but
I would be unhappy if Chera had left the Eagles, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like literally,
Silvani.
the first thing his agent says about him on some big TV show is, "I knew he was going home the night he got
Ooh.
drafted."
Good kick by Silvani there and in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why did Chera not say, I don't want to play interstate?
Yeah, but then you can be critical of players who do that because that's draft tampering as well. Like Bailey Smith did that.
And-
he's not the only one. There's been others.
Yeah, Archie Perkins.
Yeah, Archie
Yeah,
Perkins
Chad
is the one.
Wingard did the same thing to get out of playing for GWS and then requested a trade to Victoria. Classic.
So where did he grow up?
Chad Wingard, South Australian.
Yeah.
Port had pick 6 and GWS had the first 5 picks. Wingard was...
Had the first 5.
Yeah, so they had the 1, 2, 3 and 5.
Pre-draft.
And then they traded pick 4 from Gold Coast or something, I think, for... Might have been O'Meara.
That's nuts.
I think I'm remembering that right.
Yeah, because that was around the time when you had like the Jack Martin, O'Meara, Hogan type.
Yeah.
For my time, boys. The weird thing is, I've always followed football, but not actually followed football. Like, I've always followed Freo religiously, but not the league as a whole. Whereas the last couple of years, I've actually followed the league.
Jake Darts.
I haven't actually found the answer yet, but now it's just come to me that it was probably Swan Districts, Charlie Cameron. Yeah,
that sounds right.
Because that's what Jared played for, so
Yeah.
I should have actually known that. I had it in my head, East Fremantle.
Jake D. Arts.
The F is loud. So Richmond have got a bit of a...
Oh,
I reckon
oh,
that's...
behind.
Was it behind? I think
Yeah, behind
No,
the
it looked
line.
like a... Yeah,
Behind
fair
the
enough. It looked alright to me, but not the best angle.
McGovern's taking the kick in. Jesus Christ. Give it to Doherty or someone.
No, he's an alright kick, isn't he? Jeremy's a good kick. For a big.
You'd still rather a Doherty or some shit kick
Yeah.
it.
Did Tarrant play for North last year?
He
Yeah.
did. He's a very nice pickup for Richmond.
His brother played for Fremantle.
Really?
Chris Tarrant, yeah.
I didn't realise they were brothers.
Yeah.
That whole
There's-
fucking saga's hilarious, the Chris Tarrant thing.
His saga was about his missus, wasn't it? Like him wanting to go back to.
Tarrant, how he went back to Collingwood. I think it's because we turned him from a fucking forward into a defender or the other way around, and then
Yeah.
Collingwood needed whatever he turned into, so they pinched him back.
Yeah, right.
Fremantle have this funny history of like trading in players for a bit and then trading them out.
Yeah.
And especially back to their own club.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Trying to think of other examples. Crode was probably one of them.
Yeah, Crode.
Tarrant. Lob nearly.
Yeah.
Well, Hogan not back to his other club, but
That's right.
trading in a player, then
Short
trading
stay.
him out.
Yeah.
I didn't realise, I forgot Brandon was in their academy back in the day, G-Dubs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, he was.
Because he's playing round one.
Yeah.
Rewald, he has had a stinky
Oh,
game, but
he
he just
hurt?
copped one high.
Oh no, I thought he like did his ankle or something.
Yeah.
That'll hurt the Blues. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Rewald lining up him directly in front to make it a 27 point. 27? Something, I don't know. 4
It's
goals.
not big enough.
21.
I want a 100 point
25, that's
flogging.
it.
So I want to be up.
Oh, yes, please.
Do you have any other refreshments?
Not really. We have some milk.
I was going to bring
Oh,
the
that
stuff
is a
from-
terrible set shot, man.
Especially from Mr. Rewalt.
Yeah. I need to make a change one day. I'm going to do another goal kicking analysis study, and I'm going to look at the angle that players walk in on.
There you go.
Cheers, boss.
John.
What are they?
Beers.
What?
Sidetrack XPA.
All day, XPA, mate.
I'll decide later.
Alright.
Thank you.
All in
You all
midstream.
missed that.
He did. That's what I was saying. Terrible set shot.
Bit of a howler.
20-point lead.
Oh, yeah, Peter Bell.
True.
He's another example.
Yes, although he went to Fremantle twice, didn't he?
Yeah. Adam McPhee.
Yeah, that was another one.
Yeah. These are comments, not me thinking of them.
Yeah, yeah. Good calls. Thank you, chap.
Huntsman says any refreshments, Metros is great.
Any what?
Any refreshments, Metros is great.
Yeah, they're only. Wow, when I did this, the mic went all red.
Dude, it's a
Like
good
the-
crack. These cans crack nice.
Wouldn't mind some nice crack.
Danny Boy
In
Goldfish.
more ways than one.
Danny Boy
Giraffes.
Goldfish 92 reckons the Blues should be happy the Tigers missed most of their shots.
Yeah, so far, Blues fans will be pretty gutted a little bit because this is kind of their measuring stick game each year.
Yep.
And this is the year it's all meant to happen. So I'm feeling for Terry at the moment. He's probably not a relaxed man. Terry from Blue Abroad, that is.
Tezza. Dill Haywood will be devastated.
The only man older than me in the AFL YouTube scene. Actually, no, Dan Williams is also older than me.
And the pair.
No, he's younger.
The pair's younger than you.
He's younger than you.
What?
How old do you think he was?
I thought he was like a dad.
What?
I thought the pair was old.
He thought the pair was like dad age.
Yeah, like 30s.
Nah.
Did you?
Fuck.
No, he's like 26.
Yeah.
So he's my age.
Very old.
He's 96.
Ah,
I think he's early 96. Or maybe he's 25, I can't remember. Did he have his birthday recently?
Fuck,
I
fair
can't
enough.
imagine that.
nice one, Pairsy. Enjoy the extra 10 years you've just gained.
What the fuck? I can't believe you thought he was like 35.
I thought he had like a kid and was like, fuck.
You're thinking of Caden McDonald.
Actually, no, I think I might be thinking of Becky Char. Am I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be getting mixed up.
Oh, yeah, right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky Chow was the one we had dinner at the Rosemount with.
Yeah.
Blues fans are gutted because they're the Cleveland Browns off the AFL.
What does that mean? Just
Football
shit,
team.
shit all the
Yeah.
time? Yeah, right. Draft.
Me and my friend Beery actually have a good NBA Dockers comparison. The Orlando Magic. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. It hurts to make the comparison, but it's accurate.
It is.
We've explored it in depth. It's accurate.
We've been to the grand final once.
Yeah, we had like that good era, like the Dwight Howard era,
Yeah.
and then we've had to go on the piss again. We've sort of
Yeah.
half figured it out with our current batch of draft picks, like Orlando have.
Orlando. Brett Delidio. Their top draft picks have never worked out the way.
Orlando. Yeah.
I don't get that. Like, they've been so bad for so long, yet their draft picks are always stinky.
They got unlucky the year they had picked 2. That was an iffy draft.
Yeah, okay. Who'd they take?
Oladipo, but then he was shit until
Oh.
he left.
Yeah, that's weird. Because, yeah, he ended up... He's at the Heat now, isn't he?
Yeah,
That's nuts.
on a vet mid. He fucked up royally, Vic Oladipo. 2 years ago, Indiana offered him a max. He turned it down.
Yeah.
Even after he got traded to Houston, they offered him 2 years, 45. He turned it down.
Mm.
Now he's on a min contract at Miami.
He's probably trying to win a championship, though.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris, welcome, mate. He said good quarter should be in bed by half time. He's probably right. I presume he means the game, not himself.
Over East, it might be a bit later.
No, I think he's Perth from memory. And then he goes on to say, Bush, bring back the NBA podcast.
I would have had a running partner, but Frost is a little bitch.
Who's his footy team? Just as a tangent.
Oh, Frosty.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a footy team.
Okay. Doesn't like it enough,
Nah.
does he? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Foxy. If you don't like footy, you don't like me.
Yeah, but like you switch between 2 teams constantly. Like 1 week you're Fremantle, the next you're Melbourne.
Nah.
We're having fun.
Nah, I'm done with Melbourne now that they've won a flag.
Yeah, fuck them. I was like that.
Just flirted with them while they were in town. It was an in-town fling.
I don't hate them now, but I'm like, alright, AC.
Same thing with Richmond. I used to like them a lot, and then they got good, and I'm like,
Fuck them.
not for me, not for me.
You actually dislike Richmond. Oh, for a while you disliked Richmond.
Yeah, but now that they're like,
Back in.
they might be good this year, but
They're not the clear cut.
no, that's right. I still like Melbourne though. I still
Yeah,
like watching
Melbourne's
them
likable.
play. Yeah.
No, I do like Melbourne a lot. But
They're a
yeah.
likable, dominant team.
I was gonna say yeah. I mean, I don't know how long that will last. Like, it'll just take Petrarca, who I really, really like. If he acts up against the Eagles, I'll probably start hating him.
Rogue Wright has a very important question here. Shout out to Rogue Wright. He's wondering, are you afraid of what Tuke Miller is going to do to West Coast's arsehole? That's a question for Rogue Wright.
I'm excited.
No, he's not the most like damaging player. Do
He's
you
a
know
bit
what
of
I
a
mean?
titch type.
I'm sure he will annihilate us, but it won't be in such an obvious, brutal way.
He just
I could
runs.
see Rao tearing us up again.
Yeah.
He loved us last time, or the time before. I could see that their midfield is where they'll be dominant. I think their young midfield.
If they got
Okay.
Rao, Miller.
Anderson.
Oh,
Is
boys,
Anderson that great?
Mr.
Yeah, he's
Talks
pretty good.
figured it out for you. To
He's
keep the
alright.
channels going year round. Get into the NFL, he reckons.
Nah.
Keep your channels going year round.
Tried to do the old,
Premier League.
yeah, it ain't it. Bro, I got off the Champions League the other night. Oh.
You got what? Up
I'm,
for it?
yeah, I'm
yeah.
not watching any more United this season. I've been let down too many times by that club.
Especially to be getting up early.
Yeah,
Like, it's one thing to watch it during prime time, but I know that you get up early and watch it.
It's the worst. I think I'm literally still sleep deprived from a couple of days ago.
Damn. Liverpool, on the other hand, talking point.
Get out of it.
They could win the league, man.
Meanwhile, Chelsea's going to get liquidated.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Basically taking $1 billion asset off the guy for nothing.
That'd be good for the sport.
Yeah.
Would it?
Depends.
Just make it more even, I guess.
Well, Abramovich brought money to the Premier League. He was like
Right.
the
Yeah.
first one to make football a money oriented.
Yeah.
A pissing contest between sheiks and
Yeah.
Russian oligarchs.
I think it'd be worse for the league in a way because you're ruling out a major contender against
Yeah.
Liverpool and Man City in particular. Like, Man City's going to be good for
Well,
a while.
Liverpool aren't like a massively rich club. Like, well, they are obviously.
They're owned by
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah, like they're not owned by some trillionaire like
No.
Man City and Chelsea.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder how long it'll take Newcastle to get up there. You'd think it'll probably take a little while, but I think they'll eventually get there.
Yeah, well,
They're a strong brand to begin with. It's not like they're a small club.
it'll tell this summer which players they sign,
Yeah.
how serious they're going to be.
They've definitely improved a lot.
They have. I think they've gained, the third most points in this calendar year out of any of Europe's top 5 leagues. It's
Whoa.
like Liverpool, Barca, Newcastle.
Wow.
Yeah, Harry Mackay lining up, and
Oh.
you are not going to be the Coleman medalist with a kick like that.
Because it's going to be Joe Danaher or Ben Brown.
It won't be Joe Danaher. Come on now.
I tipped him on the podcast.
Joe Danaher is overrated at this point.
Yeah,
He's a
it
beautiful
depends if you think he can get back to his pre-injury form, because he was definitely a Coleman contender back in the day. Like in terms of he looked like he was going to win one eventually.
He won't reach those heights again. I do not believe.
He is still 6
Playing in a very good team.
Yeah, but
No Eric
he's
Hipple
so
for the first half.
so
of the
hot and cold, man. Hands, quick hands, wrong option. Oh no,
I think he's capable. to be honest.
Kick it, Cripps!
From what I've seen of Danaher, he's just too hot and cold. And when you're getting shut down by Joel Hamling, I don't rate you.
The handman's pretty handy. Ham daddy.
I'm just so keen for Freo to play Carlton at home and do the match day vlog and just say, that's just gonna bang. The return of Adam Chera.
Booing montage.
I
Collects 30.
Yeah, well, when I was at the Derby, the last Derby, there was an Eagles fan in front of me and he was getting heaps chirpy. I could have titled it Abusing West Coast Fans, but it
Yeah.
would have got like tens of thousands, I reckon. But I got in trouble for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But do you reckon booing Adam Chera will get him cancelled? Potentially.
Nah.
For my profession.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, McGovern takes a big grab.
Gee, he's a good kick. He's the sort of player you want doing the kick-outs.
Well, might ruin you getting a gig at Carlton, but I'd rather fucking be on Centrelink than work for Carlton.
Rips. He's laid it up very nicely. And he's let it
yeah.
go through for the fantasy points. He's my
Very nice, I've got him too.
Yeah.
Have you not got Petrarca?
No, not in fantasy.
Should have.
I don't know
He was
if
expensive.
He's a bit more up and down than your other pre-mids.
Yeah.
Like Clayton Oliver is more reliable,
Yeah.
whereas Petrarca goes big, obviously with 140 or whatever, but then he could have like an 85 and still have 25. Or something
Yeah,
like that,
gotcha.
so.
A few comments. Mr. Tullip's wondering where does Allen Iverson rate for me all time? He reckons he has him top 5.
Allen
Are you
Iverson.
actually Charles Barkley, per chance, Mr. Tullip?
Allen Iverson.
He's not top 5. I love Allen Iverson, but he's not top 5.
When I was growing up watching basketball, Allen Iverson was my number 1 favourite player for years. I loved AI. And now you can see like Ja Morant's following that same sort of mould.
Charles Derrick 2.0 for me. Like watching that early Derrick Rose before he
Yeah.
injuries conked him. Like the movements, like the two-legged jumping. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Allen Iverson isn't top 5 all time. Come on now.
He's
But-
like for the culture and like
Yeah.
popularity and shit. You can
Yeah.
put him there, but it's purely an all-time great basketball. I'm not gonna lie.
Shearer has the most fantasy points for Carlton on the field.
How? He doesn't even seem like he's made a massive impact.
He's 36. Two Richmond players have high.
He's gonna turn from a silky like class player that does the link-up shit to a titch, just cheap posies type of man.
You reckon?
Nah.
No, that's the wishful hope, I
Yeah,
think.
it's just me saying yeah.
I need to start picking my accounts.
We've got Huntsman calling.
Adolf says, hi, g'day Adolf, how are we?
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Hello?
Answer.
Maybe he didn't expect me to answer.
Missed your chance, mate.
I think he wants you to see his messages because he's been
Oh,
crapping on
he
that.
called me on Discord, which I haven't opened in many months.
Yeah. I don't even think I've downloaded the Discord app on my new phone.
Now Hunter knows that he can notify your phone at any moment.
Lovely Matthew Kennedy, I have him in both fantasy teams.
He's pulled some points
Beautiful.
and asks.
So I picked him up even just at like 4 weeks until fucking Walsh comes back.
He's trying again.
I'm getting the Jesse spread on.
Hey, buddy. What? Hello? How are you?
Hello.
G'day.
What do you think of the game, Huntsman?
You are muted.
What? No, I'm not.
I don't like this.
Listen through the stream and then reply on a slight delay.
I believe it is still a thing, Chris, but I haven't been there in a while.
You're muted.
Okay, but it's not muted on here, so he can't hear this. I don't know why I'm answering still.
Adif wants a flex.
we got a, yeah, I was going to say we got a really important question. Jesse, surely give me a flex. Surely at True Footy, bro, please, bro. You said last season you'll do it this season.
I seriously challenge.
I'll hold a beer for
I
you.
seriously challenge that I said that I would flex for someone next season.
Go on.
I'll flex next year.
I'll allow this Cripps goal because he's again in my fantasy.
AI changed the game. Thanks, young blood.
One thing I forgot that you do is actually mention every time your fantasy player gets the ball. I go for the fantasy. I go for the fantasy.
Anyway, Paddy Cripps' line up. This is good for Jesse's fantasy.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Right. Through the goals.
Yes. He's a goal kicker.
I ain't saying he a goal kicker, but he ain't messing with no defender. I ain't saying he a goal kicker, but he's friends with Adam Chera.
I was kind of waiting for you to slip up there.
Like a really tight line. Carlton have clawed their way back, the mongrels, but what I've noticed, this isn't some real top tier analysis,
Go on.
momentum swings.
Yes, it sure does.
Richmond had the best of it in the first quarter, then it goes to Carlton, but it's rare that you see a side just kick goals consistently for 20 minutes.
Yes.
It'll be like a 7 or 8 minute flurry, and then they take their foot off the gas.
Yeah, it's deep, man. Yeah, the important part of football is withstanding the momentum when you lose it, because you will lose it.
Yeah. So Carlton could get a goal ahead here, but I don't think it'll go out. any further than
Last night's game was big for momentum swings. Did
Yeah.
you watched?
Yeah, it was exactly the same as the grand final, hey?
Yeah.
The way that the momentum swung.
Dusty with a very penetrating kick.
That was a
Wiedering.
dart. The dart is loud.
Setterfield clears the defence, and Silvani's done very well there.
Good on you, Alex.
Would you help that Silvani off a horse?
That took me a second.
You
Got a
would,
funny
wouldn't you?
story about that bloke. That one.
Jack?
Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. No.
What? What's happening right now?
It is about him, but I was going to say it on the stream, but I can't now because we've identified the player.
Oh. I think we had already identified him because I said good spoiler by Silvani there.
And then I said Alex, and everyone was like, "Whoa, that was confusing."
Yeah, now I don't know who they're talking about.
Was Ralph Smith the medical sub?
Yeah.
Who's come up?
Good question, I don't know.
I chose Ralph Smith to be my breakout player in 2022 from Richmond.
Did you?
Here you go.
You go? How can she swim?
I just got that. Look at you go. Smart.
Have you seen that then? The how can she slap?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you got. Damn. There's a viral video from an Indian TV show. This chick slaps a guy and he goes, no, she goes, you can fuck off. And he's like, you go?
Dion
And then she
Prestia.
slaps him. And then he's like,
Dion
how can you?
Prestia, that's big.
Oh.
The human meatball.
That is not good.
Human meatballs. Fuck, Kennedy is everywhere. I regret not having him in the fantasy team.
Disco Discrin in the chat. Disco
Disco.
Discrin in the chat.
G'day, Disco.
Disco Discrin in the chat.
Here's
Why are
the
you
other
adding
one.
an R to his surname?
Is it Diskin?
Yes.
I thought it was Discrin for some reason.
You've said his name a million times and always said it correctly until
Have
just
I?
now.
Diskin?
You've always said it
I
correctly.
feel like I've always said Discrin.
You just got Ben Askren in your head for some reason.
Disco.
You're making me doubt it now, but it's definitely Diskin.
Diskin in your... Yeah.
Where do I insert this CD?
My ass.
G'day Disco, how are you, mate?
I was booing Chara, not the man you were responding to.
Rogue Wright says Hugh Dixon has the distinction of having the best name in the league.
He does.
You
Huge Dixon. Huge Dixon your ass.
Hoog.
I actually liked the one game he played for Freo.
I remember.
He's a good player.
I remember when he first got drafted, a girl at work was seeing him and she got so many jokes about Huge Dixon. Cripps
As
has
you should.
flower bagged that to the top of the
Oh,
square.
is that
Oh
what?
my god.
Touched.
Oh, pitting it. This
Nez
game's
through
definitely
the
lifted a
line.
gear. Carlton have come
Pulled their
hard
fingers out of their
at
eyes.
the cheeks of Richmond.
I wouldn't say it's.
Oh, he hit the
Oh.
post. That's a real ruckman's shot at goal.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say it's lifted a gear. I'd actually just say that Carlton have
Pulled
the
their
run of
fingers
play
out.
at the moment.
Alright, well here's the fucking true footy crown. False footy now. Give that back.
I was doing that.
I don't want nets. That used to be such a
Rats.
common consideration at school.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got nets.
Don't care your hat. Wear mask. Don't spread COVID.
Yeah. Politics. Are children actually more likely to spread nets, like, for any physiological reason, or is it just because it's a school where they're hanging out with like 30 kids at once?
Probably because they never wash their hair or something gross.
Adults get nits.
Yeah, they do. That's what I mean. But like, it seems to be a thing when you're at school.
The
I
new
never
American
realised
nits.
adults even got nits. I just thought it was like a kid thing. Like,
Oh no! You can like give it to your parents. Yeah.
Like AIDS. I love how we
Daddy,
just
daddy,
recycle
daddy.
the same jokes all the time.
I think that one's fairly new.
AIDS ass. Putting this dick in, you dicks.
Give me a career in media. Although I hear him shop at Fox Footy just opened up.
You could actually take that, to be honest. I reckon. I reckon you'd be good for that.
Luke Beveridge would eat me alive. And I'm bigger than Tom Morris.
I reckon
Is that
you
O'Brien?
make reference to your height more than Busher makes reference to his fantasy team.
I don't think I do actually.
That's something I've noticed.
What?
I'm not saying it's a bad or good thing. I've heard that you're 6'3" and 87 kilos a lot.
That's when it comes up in context.
Don't take any offense with it, buddy. Carlton are ahead. And we're back.
I think I'm actually 6'2.5", but I've claimed 6'3".
6'2.5", they can't run.
Yeah.
Children have less hair follicles than adults. Surely that means they're less likely to have it. Maybe because they have less hair follicles, they have more scalpage.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Aussie PewDiePie just says, "What is this?" He's probably referring to any of the conversations like we were just having.
Which part?
Hugo onto the ground, into the middle.
Look at that luscious mullet.
It's not even cool anymore because everyone does it, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon it's more edgy to have a nice haircut. Know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh, you boys both have mullets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I just love the skin fade into the beard, mate.
Yeah.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
cash
I'm a
wheeler.
fan of that style.
Do you go to skin fade?
I have, yeah. Every time I get it, usually
That's looking juicy.
it's
I
looking
like it.
like long and dirty. Hey, like,
No,
I'm actually enjoying it though.
Yeah.
Like, I think I might just let it get real gross.
Don't let it get too. I reckon that length is nice.
Thanks, buddy. No, I think I'll go like keep the length and get the skin fade and let it grow out a bit more. But I just feel more natural when I'm scruffy and like bearded and gross looking.
Yeah.
Like it just feels.
More
Yeah.
natural. As it should, mate. Humans haven't evolved to shave their beards, bro.
You know what's good for shaving?
Oh, Sylvani's done
Manscaped.
pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a free nut.
Go to MANSCAPED and use code Druzy20, not True Footy 20.
Whoa.
Druzy20.
Yeah. Just if you want a discount, just look in the description of this video.
Nah, let me get it in the comments. We made it, buddy.
Nutscaped.
Sorry, did that hurt? I think I closed my fist and like scratched your hand.
You did scratch
I'm
my
sorry,
nut.
buddy. You deserve it after the hyped comment.
I said don't take offense to it, buddy.
That better not count as a tackle for Chara.
I like the medical sub rule, except for fantasy. Absolutely ruins places, scores, and cash gen.
But wouldn't that actually help? Because if your player got injured, they would be out anyway. Medical subs only to replace the injured player. So if your player was injured, then it's no effect on you. And medical sub helps because you can have an emergency be a medical sub and it's still better than zero.
Mr. Tulip says, I'm pretty sick of mullets that aren't paired with flannies. It's like ham without cheese or egg without bacon.
Fair cop.
Lawnmower 4.0 ad incoming, says Disco. You know what I'm going to do? Because I'm sick and I know how to make streams work. I'm going to get like an image slideshow at the bottom with like Manscaped and socials and all
Oh,
that.
yeah, nice.
So then I don't have to plug it all the time.
Yeah.
Like a butt plug.
Sylvani's been prominent.
That's a decent kick. Might hit the
Good
post
kick.
again.
He's hit the post.
Ooh.
So 2 points the margin now. It's Carlton sort of spraying their opportunity, so to speak.
This is a real Druzy set shot science from the left pocket sort of scenario for Jack Silvani here.
Mm.
Keeps
Although
hitting
it was
post.
the right pocket.
it was. But keeps hitting the post. He's kicking the ball straight, but tough angle. Druzy, get a mullet. People always say get a mullet.
You had a mullet before any of us.
Yeah, and
Hey, I had one 10 years ago.
True.
I didn't know how to style it, so it just looked gross. And I was like,
It was alright.
this mullet isn't. This mullet isn't me. I'm not a mullet man.
It is quite a lot curlier than mine.
Yeah.
But I still thought it looked alright.
Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna let it grow out.
There's a funny picture of me in high school because I had a big filthy one in year 12 and I won like this accounting thing. There's me shaking this big wig's hand with this filthy mullet. It's a beautiful picture. That's half the reason why I'm keeping it, because when I can be bothered finishing the crap to get admitted, I want the picture of me getting admitted with just this filthy fucking hair. Scroll up to the court and be like, yeah, make me a lawyer, cunt.
And that's 2.
The Tom Morris stuff is oddly cathartic.
Yeah.
You know what cathartic means?
I don't know 100% what it means, but I think it means like therapeutic. I usually know what it means in context, but cathartic sort of like...
Yeah, it's a hard one
It's
to
like
explain,
therapeutic, yeah. I don't really know this.
Yeah, okay. I feel sorry for the bloke, to be honest. Although, if you're saying stuff about your colleagues and then it gets leaked, you're going to get dropped.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was not a victim, sorry, he was targeted.
I want to see how he responds to it. I don't want to see him drift into nothingness now. I want to see his...
Psychological relief. So yeah, therapeutic, I guess. That's what cathartic is.
Why do people hate on Tom Morris?
Because he's always been a bit of a fucking weasel.
Why? Why is he a weasel?
I
He's
can't
never-
remember
Never
this.
done anything to bother me, really.
Yeah.
I always remember him fucking being like,
I reckon people find a reason to hate on people for any reason. Adam Cherry is an exemption. But Tom Morris, it's like, come on man, he's a reporter. How much can you actually hate someone? Like, what is he actually hate?
Hogan fucking came out saying he's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah,
And that's 3.
that comes from Jesse Hogan.
There's no C-word rules going real well tonight.
Doherty could kick a goal and the MCG could erupt.
Yeah, even I'd have to clap for that.
What? Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair 50. Come on, Doc.
Yeah,
This is the only goal I want to see go through from Carlton tonight. Good approach. Oh, he's going to kick that. He's right in front.
Yeah.
That is easy. Clap for Sam Doherty, baby.
Nice. That's nice to see.
And that's all the clapping that will be done for Carlton today.
Yeah, that's incredible. Felt like I had a couple come on, but nothing crazy.
Couple of goosebumps.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
Yeah, for those who missed it, Doherty just hit the goal and the whole crowd's erupted and every player ran to him.
Fucking oath.
Thanks for the input, Bush.
Yeah, it fucking did happen.
Why do you have 2 knife blocks?
One's mine, one's Dylan's. That's
I
fine.
have 2 knife blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Did someone say that, or did you just come up?
No,
with it?
yeah,
Oh,
someone said that.
Hey, Mr. Tulip. Plant tulips on these nuts. Are you a child?
I like how you keep the standards high for the for the stream. We got 51 in the chat. Holy bananas.
Oh, well done, guys. Thank you.
Like the stream.
Yes,
by the
thank
way.
you guys if you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure with you guys. That is a deep kick from Dusty. Ooh, Wiedering's done fairly well, but is there a free kick?
Carlton.
Carlton, yeah. Oscar McDonald, Tom's younger brother.
So, what racist stuff did Tom Morris say? Are we aware of that?
What he said was there's no context. He's talking to a camera. He's really drunk, like slurring his words, and it was basically like, "Why are you treating me like shit? I'm a man. I'm white. I'm not Asian. I'm not a woman. Like I'm not black." He said it in a way that was trying to be funny. It wasn't like he was on a racist tirade, but it is still very offensive.
Another 50. Yeah. Well,
like he was clearly so maggot and trying to be funny for his mates, but
that's
obviously
what I mean. If you're trying to be funny for your mates, that shouldn't defamate. Is that the right word? Your character.
Definitely not a word. Defame.
Defame?
Yeah.
Is that defamation?
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Yeah. Like it's such a dumb.
If
thing to
people
say
heard the
that.
shit that me and you said, we would be
Yeah,
done.
that's my like I haven't seen the group chat when all this happened. It's like I can't hold this shit against because like I know when I'm like joking with mates and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think most people are like that.
I
as
think
well.
everyone is. Anyhow, Carlton, that's one. Through for a
I don't know if I've ever made a joke quite like that though. It just seems a bit off.
You've never made a joke. Oh,
That's
right.
not going there.
Yeah, okay.
No. I just thought the tone of it is like it wasn't funny. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's witty.
It's got like that try hard.
If you're gonna make a risky joke, it's got to be funny and witty. People will say that I'm not funny and witty. Fair enough.
Who said that?
No, I'm saying people might like think that I'm saying that.
Oh,
they might
Jack
not find me
Martin.
funny.
Oh, that was good ball control. Use the line off 4.0. Covered Rosie 20th checkout.
But this one just seemed like it just wasn't funny. I don't know.
No one in Carlton's side tonight has played in a win for the Blues against the Tigers.
If you're in the public domain though, I know he was really, really drunk, but it's an incredibly stupid thing to do on camera is to make a joke like that.
Yeah.
But still, like shit we've done now. What if I become famous in 10 years?
I think mostly you on camera is the danger.
That's probably why, mate. At least I'll be famous for being a fuckwit, so I'll be good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you can be famous for being yourself, you're sweet.
I do remember having to cut an entire 5-minute rant from Bush's in the podcast once.
This point is
Oh, yeah.
terrible. and
It wasn't.
offensive.
It honestly wasn't that bad.
It's one of those things that could have been taken out of context.
Yeah, it was
so.
one of those ones that he didn't say anything bad, but it was like
Someone
I'm
will
not,
fucking make
I
it
don't
up.
even want to deal with anything
Yeah.
just because of the sensitivity of
Oh.
Was that the mental fortitude one?
the topic. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
If Bolton gave first give then, instead of hesitating, that could have been one of the goals of the year already.
Yeah.
Marlon Pickett, Jesse's favourite player.
So
just
Sam
an
Doherty's
absolute
heat map
madness.
looking a bit like a flaccid dick.
Did it?
A little, not really.
What did you say? Who?
I said Doherty's heat map looked like a flaccid dick.
Oh.
He's got
Cool,
13,
speaking of flaccid dick.
13 touches.
It's Adam Chera.
How's Paddy Cripps' girlfriend and Josh Cripps' girlfriend are sisters?
Really?
Yes, and the sister's mother works at Perth.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, what? So
This game's
Adam Chera's
flying.
girlfriend had Perth connections.
Adam Chera.
No, I'm talking about Patrick Cripps.
Oh, my bad.
What was
tuned
the ball
out.
turned over then?
Hey fellas, Clariton looking strong. What is Clariton? I don't get that, Joycey.
Carlton.
Oh. That's a funny typo. Clariton. Yes, Carlton looking every bit the better team in the last.
Hey
50
Joycey,
minutes.
congrats on marriage, buddy. Did
Yeah.
a real good job.
Oh, it's a Snapchat memory.
I know it's
from
going to be fucked
Daniel.
up when he laughs like that.
You'll love this. It's a Snapchat dance got of me years ago.
Oh, I see it. I saw that earlier today.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to see this.
Zach Castagna has not scored. Correct.
He kicked it behind, didn't he?
No, that was touched through.
Castagna
Richmond,
before though, I mean.
Yeah, I meant Castagna now.
Richmond have not showed up this quarter at all. They've been pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one-way traffic. Carlton looking very, very good, moving the ball pretty well, winning the contested stuff.
I was about to say like a road that's got one-way traffic, but I couldn't think of any. There's one in Perth. What's like the main one that runs through Perth?
What, like St George's Terrace?
Like the one that runs from the train, like Perth under. Oh no, is that two roads?
Oh, Kennedy.
Well,
Never
A
mind.
Street.
Played on.
We're talking about
That could be a
traffic.
momentum turner, especially when Dusty gets the pill next.
I had a few pills in the pre-season, I can tell you. Oh,
Vitamins.
He's been partying with Fisher again.
and he lost possession there. Tom de Koning, you have so much time. Take a bounce, take a breath, or just deliver
Far
a
out.
shit kick inside
He's
50.
lucky that stayed in.
What are you doing? That is terrible decision making.
I can count to potato.
I think it was a shank, but I don't know where he was at.
He had so much time.
Yeah.
He should have known that.
Yeah. neither side wanting to concede a goal here. If Carlton go into half-time only 2 points up, doesn't really show how good they've been.
Joycey said Chera lives in Bush's head, rent-free.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a great call.
Mate, another reason he should have stayed in fucking Perth. Free rent.
No,
rent?
he still decided to go to
Oh.
Clareton. Here we go.
Another thing I fucking heard is he took a
Cripps, come
decent
on.
pay cut.
Just
Oh,
barely that. That is disgusting.
Got overexcited.
It's funny seeing how high the standard was last night and seeing this. It's like a clear difference in quality.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, it was the grand final rematch, and
Yeah.
this is a couple of potatoes.
Yeah, neither side played finals last
Clubs
year.
that whose fans can make a lot of noise.
But both could play finals this year. That's possible.
They're not going to contend. Ah! This
Calm down.
is-
It wasn't Chera.
It was still hilarious.
Is that O'Brien or Mackay?
That's Docky.
No, sorry, the guy who dropped it.
Oh.
I think it was Mackay.
This is a real scrappy quarter.
Oh, no, it wasn't Mackay. It was O'Brien. What number's Mackay?
Brian.
10, I believe.
I get good with numbers. I couldn't even tell you any numbers outside of West Coast.
What numbers? And Andy Brayshaw.
Get it! You
8.
bomb it, Kennedy.
I knew one.
Yes! Fantasy points. Kick instead of a throw.
Do you do fantasy bush?
I do. Couldn't you tell?
Did you help Martin off a horse?
I prefer to help Raywald off a horse.
I bet you would.
Get there. Ball.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
I feel like he dropped
Surely
that.
that was whistled.
I feel like he dropped that. So
That-
that should have been
What?
holding the ball. Yeah.
Surely with the new holding the ball rule, that is interpreted as holding the ball.
I don't know if it was prior, but I think he dropped it, which makes me inclined to think it should have been on the ball.
That's a throw. That was holding the ball. Come on, meow.
Hey, these calls are for Richmond. Don't complain.
I'm all for less holding the balls, to be honest. Story of my love life. But yeah, the more hot they are on holding the ball, the worse it is, I reckon.
Oh, lovely. Kennedy's on. I'll allow that.
Yeah, I reckon the less whistles, the better.
Kennedy's
Bomb it,
pretty
son.
good heart.
Oh, Ryder Henchy, Mr. Self-Improvement. Hello.
Welcome, mate.
I love his stuff. I actually
Yeah, no, he's
enjoy
going well.
it.
Mr. Self-Improvement. That's made me laugh. 55 seconds for Carlton to really capitalise here.
Nah, fuck them. Richmond get it out and kick a quick one.
This will be a close game, I reckon.
Hope so.
I'm doing a 9 things we learned every round.
That's cool.
It's recorded every Sunday night.
I'm going to do a 5. How's that going to be different from True Footy? The exact same thing.
be there.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, we're not going to talk about every single game. Like it'll be
Okay.
it'll be a different format.
okay. Alright. As long as, yeah, I was going to say, as long as they're not exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Mackay. That is a terrible handball. Chera, that's without the ball, you'd think. That should have been a free kick for Richmond. Mackay can't pick
Kick
it
it,
up.
Kennedy!
Oh, you're
Oh,
pissed
head
me.
clash. No,
Ooh,
they're
that was a bit
alright.
kinky.
They look bad.
15 seconds.
Fucking. Oh, you jackass!
Dusty, you need a surge.
10 seconds. I don't think there's enough time to score
Oh,
here.
no.
It's-
Oh! That's
In
in
the
the
back.
back, surely.
No, that'll be half time.
I reckon there's still like 3 seconds on the clock. If he hits a lead,
I think it's like 1. There you go.
so Richmond had the best of it. We're all over Carlton in the first quarter. Carlton woke up that quarter, got back in front. Real scrappy stuff though. Not really impressed by either side, to be honest.
I can count to potato.
Huntsman's calling.
Unseat.
Hey yo, what's good?
Hey, buddy.
Dude, in the app, you're meant to be
I got it now.
Hello.
Hello? Don't tell me it called. It ended the call.
anyway,
Oh, hey, buddy.
we're good.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hey, buddy.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
What's with this setup Huntsman has and doesn't record YouTube videos?
Shit.
Why aren't you recording videos?
Why the fuck not?
I want to see the return of Huntsman.
Wait, do you want to see my mullet?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, I got it for you, Jesse.
Good shit.
This one's for you.
Nice.
Hey.
That is very Malete.
Woo!
That's good. Wait, didn't you shave it all off? Or am I going crazy?
No, I did in September.
Wow, that's going back fairly quick. I feel like my hair takes way longer than that. I know that's 6 months, but hair jeans. You can wear them to metros.
Wait till I'm 18, buddy.
That's what they all say.
I want to. I want to see you back this year,
You want to see me back or see what happens, mate?
or just be in all my streams.
I gotta get the speed dealers on for one video.
That is a character that I would watch.
Yeah.
That right there,
yeah.
mate.
Fucking hell.
With serious football analysis.
Yeah, make edgy football videos.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, mate.
Do it.
I was thinking about streaming FIFA.
Nah, I want footy stuff.
No, footy stuff? Yeah, fair enough.
Put your hood on and just speed dealers.
Yeah, oh yeah, fucking crack at AFL here. Let's go.
Yeah, nah, you are ready. Get your balaclava on
You
as
could be
well.
the new Aussie Tiger.
Wait, what? Fuck off. Oh yeah, boys, a fucking junkyard doggy.
I'm gonna get dislike bodied immediately.
Oh, fucking hell.
Me and Ozzy Tiger are
Wait,
friends.
I want another goal kicking challenge. Like,
We could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
easy views.
I've got stock take.
Yeah,
do
well,
it against the McNamara boys.
Let's do one for my channel though, because I haven't done one yet.
no.
Oh, I want to do my 6th.
That's like, I actually could do one with Cohen and Tynham. That'd be funny as.
You're fucking oath, bro. Cohen's my fucking Pete Davidson dad. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, I've got Busher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it.
don't fuck
Hey,
around.
Busher, how you doing, buddy?
Good, mate. Self?
Yeah, good.
AFL Horse Feet True Footy on the
Where?
Dream channel. Nice.
Oh, mate. You know my horse video was fucking elite.
Yeah, the horse video that you have is a little different to what we're talking about.
Mr. Hands.
Funny.
Uh,
I've seen some smashing tackles tonight.
yes.
You're a bit of a smashing tackle yourself. Now put your balaclava back on.
Thanks, buddy.
I've got smashing tackle. You're a minor.
I get the bait. You gotta get
I didn't charge this.
I'm 16 for fuck's sake. I don't like it when I call them minor because I don't get involved in good jokes.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, can we get like a C-bomb count on your stream?
I think we're up to 3.
2 or 3.
3?
Nah, 3.
Make it 4.
Why do I have a third one?
If you're doing like a running counter since we said let's not drop the C-bomb anymore, I reckon Bush is on 148. I reckon I've dropped 1 in there, admittedly, and then I think everyone...
48.
Yeah, I
Oh,
reckon.
if I was on this stream constantly, this would multiply to like 397.
Yeah, true.
And
True.
it's a Victorian in me, so...
Yeah, yeah.
All us Aussies.
Rumor is I
Love
might be going to WA soon.
Oh, really?
it. Nice.
Oh, sick. What for?
See if I can beat or visit. Well, we've got a new camper van.
Oh, cool.
We're also getting a caravan.
Yeah, dope. That'd be good. And then, yeah, and then I have to come a couple years after that and take you to Metros.
Take me to Metros, buddy. Save me a seat.
I'll be 30.
Oh my fucking god, you'll be 30.
I'll be 30.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Jesus Christ.
I'll drive you to Metros.
You become...
Nah, you'll still be there every weekend, Jesse, let's be honest.
Wait, what age is it to get your P's in West Australia?
Oh,
18.
7? Oh, P's, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, P's is 17.
Is it?
But he's getting clubs and shit,
Get
18.
my P's next year. Where's Nos? I'll drive myself, buddy.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
Our
get.
hours would be easier than over east if we're talking licenses.
Yeah, I didn't get my license here like in the same time. So yeah, not sure.
I'm trying to get my L's next week.
Oh, baby. That'd be good.
Drive the Metros myself.
Speaking of getting your L's, what have you thought of Richmond tonight?
Richmond has
Segue.
plenty of L's.
Yes.
You know, pretty good. So is Tom Morris.
Yes, so we were talking about that earlier.
Okay, can we talk about Beveridge? He is not fucking chopper. Please shave off that mustache. If you
Yeah. He's not a handsome.
School with his nephew.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he's a cunt. He can
Oh.
come and fucking lick himself.
So we're up to number 4 now.
Go to hell. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's good. All right, well,
You gotta hop on the pro clubs.
yeah. Oh, I don't even have PSN, man. So maybe one day. I've been so busy with stock take.
You better.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Anyway, we'll let you go because we've got to get back to the stream. But what's your prediction? What's your tip?
Carlton to win by 179 points.
I don't like it. All right, buddy.
We're gonna lose against the Roos.
Chat soon. Catch ya.
See ya, Cover.
Catch ya.
Sorry, I just had to call my dad there, guys. But let's see how the stream's going. Noah said bro show screen. I presume he's talking about Huntsman. Alright.
I had a bad heart pain last night.
Did you?
Laying in bed and I went,
Really?
Okay.
There's no punchline to that.
Yeah, right.
No,
That's
I can
fucked.
feel it.
I have health problems.
That's a bit weird. About like a palpitation, maybe?
I don't know what it was. It just felt like it grabbed and I went,
Yeah, right. My ex had moments like that. Turned out to be palpitations.
I was just you punching her.
That's fucked.
Anyhow.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. You guys do the conversation for a bit.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
But age isn't enough.
Comments here. We got Teeny Brew wondering, do you fellas read this chat? Not really. We should probably read it more.
Yeah. I do have my iPad down there, which I'm reading from momentarily. But I prefer to watch the game, I've found,
Yeah.
rather than read the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the early days, all we did was reply to shit in the chat.
Yeah.
Can everyone in the stream chip in to buy me one of the Land Cruiser 300 series currently on the television? I'd really like one. Be pretty
They
great.
look like a good car.
Yeah, they fucking sound good, eh? Still out of the work yet, I'm happy with that. It's an old school Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Sick.
Bloody oath. I love a little 4B. Take
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was happy when we got the new work gear as a 4B. I'm like, yes, I'll be able to borrow this when I want to go camping.
Sick. I haven't been camping in bloody forever.
It's a good time.
Shout out to Artini.
Oh, yeah. Love you too, Artini.
Artini Martini.
Mr. 12's wondering what are our thoughts on a potential Tassie team. I'm all for it.
So it looks like
I'd ideally like a second team to join at the same time so it's 20 and more uniform and shit, but I'd live with one and more buys or whatever.
Tim English looks like he'll have a breakout year, hey?
Timmy boy, yeah, he's finally beefed up enough to actually play ruck.
Do you think he'll go to West Coast, Jesse?
I don't think so. I think we'll try though.
He'll come home though, right?
I reckon Eagles would outbid us if he tried to come home.
I'm a professional, but hold up, just forget I ever said that. Word on the street is that word on the street is that Tim English was sort of like one of those players that when he got drafted, he was like, I want to go home.
Oh really? Well, he's stayed like what 5 years now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if he come back.
Blacked. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Eagles will have a massive play. I think the issue for it will be what the Dogs will ask, because we could potentially have pick 3 or 4 this year. And that's never going to be traded. So what will they want?
Trade it down, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that either. If you have a top 5 pick.
Have you looked into the draft this year at all?
Yeah.
Have you?
A little bit, yeah.
Who is looking top?
I just off the top of my head, I just read some names. Is it George Wardlaw? Something Wardlaw.
Wardlow, he's from AEW Wrestling, mate.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. The Big Show.
Triple H.
Yeah, Trish Stratus might make an appearance.
Nikki Bella.
She could make an appearance anytime.
Will Ashcroft is a father-son for Brisbane Lions, and he's potentially top 2. For WA, I think the highest ranked on the internet
Don't
is...
tell me. Is it Jed Hagen, Jed Buslinger, or Elijah Hewitt?
Yeah, it was the third of those 3.
Elijah Hewitt.
Elijah Hewitt, it seems to be rated the highest.
George Hewitt's
Jed
cousin.
Hagen's pretty short, hey? He's like 174.
Caleb Daniel type player.
But he'll probably grow to 180, you think.
Caleb Daniel hasn't grown.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems to have matured very early, Jed.
Yeah.
like when I saw him, he looked like 23 sort of thing. But like got his shoulder strapped. He's just a bloke.
Yeah,
just a
right.
Gero bloke.
Interesting. Yeah, where I think
Oh, what ligament has Salem done?
ligament nuts.
Ligament sprain. That's not good. It's only a couple of weeks. It might be a grade 1.
Grade 1 of my nuts. Yeah, I think Hewitt's 184 currently, so that could become like 188, 190 by the time he's drafted.
Yeah. He's one of those players that plays the game at his pace when he's on the ball. Like everything just slows down, sort of thing. I remember
It's about Hewitt.
Yeah, Elijah
Yep.
Hewitt. I remember seeing him do like a handball drill, and like everyone's obviously trying to tackle the ball carrier, and he's just like selling candy left and right, just like breezing through the pack. Like,
Yeah.
just looked like he was in second gear. I reckon he'll turn out better than Erasmus. Big call.
Who's the ruckman?
Broadband.
Broadbent. Yeah, I would. I would love
forever.
I would love to add Broadbent to the Eagles list. I don't know if we'll have a pick in the right range, but we'll see.
He's very traditional.
Yeah, we just need a ruck. To be honest.
Tall, yeah.
Although if you trade for Tim English, that would be a bit different.
Kev Magpie's going to the game tomorrow night. Happy days.
Nice. I saw he said earlier he's very confident of a win over the
Yeah,
Saints.
that's interesting. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Interesting take, Huntsman.
Ethan's going to hold a Mitch Georgiadis interview over my head until it happens. Well, as in you want me to do one? I don't have any clout, man. I can't get Georgiadis.
Maybe good.
If you have a contract, and then
That'd be
flights
more
to Adelaide.
That'd be more of a pair job.
Yeah, gross.
Tim English likes warm beer.
Warm beer.
Thoughts on Northern Territory AFL team? It's just never going to happen, is it?
Can't imagine.
What? Yeah, it's a
You
bit...
need Darwin to get a bigger population.
Yeah, no player would want to stay there. I think that would be
No.
the biggest obstacle.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not any worse than Gold Coast, I guess. Like
Yeah.
Darwin's,
And their
Gold
retention
Coast-
issues are great.
Yeah.
that's true. But Darwin's actually fucking nice, eh?
Yeah, Darwin's sick.
But we're talking about 18-year-old elite
Yeah.
Victorian talents.
Yeah.
With
We're
Gold
talking about
Coast-
bitch boys like Adam Chera.
Gold Coast would be obviously not a great club, but a good place to get drafted to in terms of location.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
like to live in Gold Coast. That'd be sick.
It'd be alright.
I'd
yeah.
take it over Brizzy, but Brizzy, like if both teams are comparable, you'd take
Yeah.
Gold Coast over Brizzy.
I think they've lost most of their players to Victoria.
Uh,
Gold Coast, from off the top of my head.
well, most teams lose most of their people to Victoria.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I just meant I don't think they've lost too many WA or South Australian kids.
Yeah, because WA and South Australian kids are like, yeah, there's 2 out of 18 teams, but I'm actually home, so they
Yeah.
accept it and move on.
Rogue Wright says Jed Buslinger. He wants it Collingwood.
Yeah, or Harry Lemmy, I think he said, eh?
Mm.
The key forward.
I don't know who Harry Lemmy is.
South Australian key forward.
Yeah, okay. Is he... What... Is it race? You can say race without being racist, right?
I don't know the answer.
Ethnicity.
I don't know the answer.
Okay.
But possibly.
What ethnicity is that player, Rogue Wright? Because I remember seeing a big...
I think that's a different player.
who am I thinking of?
I think that's a different player. I know who you're talking about. I think the guy that you're talking about is about 197. For some reason, I
Yeah.
just remember that.
Moves
height.
well.
Yeah. I forget the name though.
Surely NT wouldn't be any worse to live in than Tassie. See, here's the thing. Darwin and Tassie are two great places.
Yeah.
They're just not like party, like...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just not great for, as I said, 18-year-old Victorian elite talents.
Yeah.
But Tassie is at least very close to Victoria,
Yeah.
which may or may not be a
I
factor.
would live in Tasmania, I reckon. Away from the noise, nice visuals. Got an NBL team there. Try and squeeze my way in somehow.
I'm sure it will be the next team.
Yeah, I think Tassie deserves a team, to be fair. Who have you tipped in this game? Geelong?
Yeah, definitely Geelong. I think both teams are missing a few players. Gary Rowan comes to mind, Mitch Duncan, and Essendon is missing Stringer, Tippin Woody, and I
Is
think
this
one
due
other.
to injury or COVID? Or
I think they're all injuries. I think Sydney's the team that's, and maybe Hawthorn. Sydney and Hawthorn are COVID affected, and West Coast. I think it's only those 3
It'd
teams.
be through within a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how the fuck have you guys just copped like all that luck?
I don't know if the Eagles are doing the same thing, but like if you work at Freo, you cannot leave your house. Pretty much, it's like go to the club, go home.
Yeah.
That's it. Go to the beach.
Yeah, don't know. But see, what did Caroline Wilson have a crack at the Eagles for not taking COVID seriously? Was that based on anything?
Apparently, I read it was a comment on Reddit to take it with a pinch of salt. But it was
I read it elsewhere as well.
But I meant, no, this is the explanation why. Apparently the women's team, like when Freo's women's team and the Eagles women's teams were both over east,
Yeah.
the Eagles team were travelling in big groups and partying a bit, whereas the Dockers
Okay.
would only travel in pairs and barely leave their
The
own.
women's,
Right.
right? Yeah. It's a bit rough on Courtney Rowley. Leave her alone, Caro. You mole. I don't like when people hate on journalists.
I think Caro said the AFL are disappointed with West Coast. It just didn't make any sense without context, but if you say that's the case, then that makes sense.
Mr. Tulip has a place that he can rent out to me in Hobart, and he'll get me into the Jack Jumpers. Happy days.
Oh, maybe.
It's meant to go to
You can
Hobart.
replace the Russian guy that left. There was a Russian guy playing for
Oh,
Jack
really?
Jumpers, yeah. He was an ex-Stars guy.
The high performance manager at the Jack Jumpers was the strength and conditioning coach at Peel when I worked there.
Nice. So you got a few Jack Jumpers connections, mate. Mr. Tulip, man.
Yeah, Mr. Tulip, Harrison.
50 in the chat, guys. Thank you. If you could chuck a like on the stream while you're here, that'd be great.
Move to Tassie now, Druzy, so you're established by the time they get an AFL team and you're already there.
Yeah, true. All over it, mate. No, I reckon the plan's going to be, when I'm in England, keep doing AFL content on the Druzy channel and make another channel while I'm over there. Just do like heaps of vlog content and stuff.
Druzy's travel vlogs.
No, I'll just call it Druzy Vlogs and just chuck up videos on there. It doesn't necessarily have to be a vlog.
Yeah.
Get into some YouTube boxing while I'm over there. Get on the True Geordie podcast and the
Yeah.
kickoff. And what's the fight one called?
Uh,
Fight off.
Fighting.
Knockout.
What's it called? The knockout, yes.
Original.
Yeah, not like True Footy Live.
The pinnacle.
Can't wait for when you like break out real famous on YouTube and have like a massive studio and stuff to like look back on this and be like, lol, remember this, lol. And then you'll be like, wow, I'm so massive and successful now. Thank God I had discipline.
Yes, yes. That Saudi Arabian millionaire who loves, billionaire who loves AFL wants to invest in something that won't return on his investment because of his passion for the Eagles.
There's a will, there's a way.
Generating $11,000 a year in revenue.
Alright, this is an easy question for me. If you had
The channel
decided,
made that much last year.
No, I was just talking shit.
I was going to say, fuck, that's not too bad.
if you had to decide a new franchise and you had to pick one of these three, who would you pick? Noah Anderson, Taron Thomas, or Caleb Sarong?
Sarong.
Yeah,
Sarong.
probably Sarong.
Easy.
But I don't know. I think the gap's closer than that. But
Yeah.
I think Sarong is very good. Noah Anderson's a good player, man.
Yeah.
And as is Taron Thomas. They're all very good. But I would take Sarong because he's the best player right now.
Easy gun.
Thomas probably has the most potential of the three.
In a dream world, it would be 20 teams with Tassie and Northern Territory.
Yeah.
I just don't think they would ever win a flag.
Yeah, probably not.
Or a Fremantle. We were doing just like statistical plots and stuff today at uni, and they sort of try to tailor it to sports science, and it was like AFL finalists, like how many finals has each of these teams played up until I think it was 2012,
Yeah.
and it was like Fremantle 6th.
Yeah.
It was from like 1980 though, and Richmond were the second lowest. Well, they were
Is that right?
tied with Freo for 6th,
Wow.
and you know who was top dogs?
Hawks.
Geelong would
Yeah.
be close. Yeah.
Geelong and West Coast
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah, we tend to make finals most years.
70% of the seasons you guys make finals up
Is that
in
right?
Freo are closer to 30.
Yeah. Richmond win the clearance. Nankervis over the top to Baker.
Beautiful.
What's up with Sean Darcy and Nat Fife? Fife, I think, isn't quite ready and has a knee niggle.
Yeah, they've just been super cautious
I
with
bet-
Fife because I'd rather have him for the year than round one.
Yeah.
Bell mentioned his back was sore too.
Fife is just a player whose body's going to break down on him, eh?
Yeah.
Like, he's been through the wars with his body.
Yeah,
Didn't he break his femur in 2015?
something like that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Femur or tibia?
Well, he won
Yeah,
the
he played with it in the final.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
not his femur. Femur would be fucking debilitating.
Yeah, maybe it was his tibia then.
Nice spoil there from Gov. He's had a solid game from what I can see.
He's got a few pointers from his brother in defence.
Rogue Wright says that everyone focuses on Rowell and forgets about Anderson. I'll put my hand up for that. I haven't seen Anderson like do anything where I'm like, wow.
He had a few 30 positive games last year. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, so bloody. Name's on bad, but I couldn't. He's a good player.
No, you just don't watch Gold Coast, bro.
I do not. I will be on Sunday as they pump West Coast, hopefully. From the depths of my stomach.
Yeah, that was deep.
I was at the game, he broke his leg. Yeah, what part of his leg? I was also at that game. Cried after.
Well,
In misery.
Shane Edwards lining up to make it 1 point as the second half has resumed.
Jail at Shano.
Raul has been so average. That's a fair point.
That's because he came back and apparently he had plantar fasciitis or whatever.
Did he?
Apparently. Yeah, when he came back.
His first game of 2021, he did his PCL, I think, or MCL.
Yeah, and then was coming back from that, and then apparently when he came back, he had like plantar fasciitis. Or
Yeah.
So he's had a full pre-season now, reasonably recovered.
So his first 3 games, he got 3 votes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then got injured.
Oh, no, second, third, and fourth.
And then got injured against Geelong and
Yeah.
missed the rest of the season.
Yeah. Then round 1, he did his PCL against West Coast, came back mid-year and didn't do much. But he is fucking looking big these days, eh?
Yeah,
He's a
got
unit.
Big body.
Shaved his head as well.
No nonsense, mate.
You say no nonsense. We'll check it out.
Oh, mate.
I get Hewitt and Short, who are 40 and 41. And I have Cripps, who's on 60.
Oh, bloods.
You're
It's
right.
hectic that Doherty's back. Like, he really didn't miss much.
No, he didn't, did he?
Doesn't look like he skipped a beat.
No. Have a kick. Nice. Oh, it's a massive turnover, maybe. Oh, he's found them. Mackay.
Nicely weighted for
That was
Mackay.
unfair.
Don't give that 50. I was gonna say that would have been weak. That shouldn't have been played. And that's what you get.
25 Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still get the dream 10 points for the kick, even though it was a potato.
Rao did a Huntsman said Rao did a me and Drew's injury.
Ah,
Did my
yeah.
MCL.
Yeah.
Working in the gym. Anyone else reckon Sam Draper could be good this year? I'm tempted to pick him in fantasy. I don't
He
know
could be
about
good, but I
fantasy.
don't know about fantasy.
Yeah.
What's his cost? His price? I wouldn't buy him if he was over 350k, to be honest.
Yeah.
Apparently Rao looks back to his best, moving a lot better, says Rogue Right.
Bit of a shove in
Oh,
the back.
cheap.
Lynch just.
Woo!
They're paying at the goal. It's probably there.
Those are the only goals I used to get in footy. I just like wait over the back and hope that
Yeah.
a person wouldn't mark it.
Bit
And
of,
like crumbs.
bit of talk about Lynch
Ready
as
on the
a
verge of tears.
bit of talk about Lynch as a Coleman contender with Rewalt declining and Richmond presumably getting better.
I feel like
He's no Joe Danaher.
No.
I feel like he's just an easy one to just say he'll win the Coleman, but does he actually have the quality to kick 4 goals every single week?
Well, he was putting up goal tallies of like 50 and 60 at Gold Coast when they were coming last.
True.
Hmm.
In fact, he just hasn't recaptured that form yet, but he's also, I think, had injuries.
You know who kicked the most goals out of anyone until about a couple of years ago? Ben Brown. From a gap from like 15 to like 20, he had like the most
Yeah.
goals out of anyone.
Yeah.
Big Boner Brown.
I remember last year when Richmond fans were heaps, not hot, they were very, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. They weren't happy with Tom Lynch's performances at
Right.
Richmond. Like, he was out of form and they were like, oh, Tom Lynch is shit.
Yeah.
You know when fans get like that? Like, oh, he's just terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Harry Maguire at United, except he's an
Yeah.
absolute fleb, can't stand him.
Yeah. But the team was shit
Matt
last
Taberner
year.
at Fremantle. Even though he's picked it up the last couple, but generally until about
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I don't think Taverner will ever be a Coleman medal contender.
Wow, Druzy with a hot take about the 28-year-old Taverner.
Castagna.
Oh, not great, but he might have.
Oh, good
Yeah.
spoil. Pickett. Pick this out of the
Lambert.
4th tier.
For a split second, I thought he was kicking the wrong way.
Who is that? Is that Bolter?
Oh, Bolter kicked it, yeah.
So Bolter was playing halfback, but he's also forward.
He's swinging.
Yeah. Swinging like a bloody category, mate. I don't know where I was
Category?
going with that. Pornhub swingers. Oh,
Oh my god. Did not get that.
yeah, it wasn't that good, was it?
Big Marlon.
What are your guys' thoughts on Toby Green's fly kick when he marks? Is it in the best interest of the mark or is it dirty?
No, I think it's dirty.
It's Toby Green being a dog.
Yeah, he fucking absolutely knows what he's doing.
If it was any
I
other
would have
play, it might be a
disagreed.
bit like, but still, it's dodgy. But combined with his record, you know, it's.
I reckon if you
Green
don't
playing.
extend the leg, you should be sweet.
You're allowed to
He
lead to
did
the knee.
though.
I
He
think.
went like that.
Yeah, so
it was
if
a
he
very
is, he's a
deliberate
dog.
act, yeah. No, yeah, there's no way that was ignorant. Like, no, that's not a natural movement.
Yeah,
What happened? You can
Where
excuse
did
an
he
accident
kick the person?
in the face.
Yeah, true.
It's the Draymond Green of football.
He did it multiple times. It wasn't just one incident. But didn't he like fuck someone up, like someone's face?
Yeah, I
really
think or ribs. I think he cracked someone's ribs. On
Yeah.
another one. 'cause
I'm
he's
sure-
done, he's done it a few times.
I have a memory of somebody's face looking worse for wear after Toby Green kicked
I
him.
sort of rate it. Let it bang. Let it bang. Arts.
I think you should just treat it like kicking someone in the face because that's what it was. In which case, that would probably be
I like kicks in
many
the face.
weeks. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, the K is a D.
Toby Green is more dirty than Lana and Riley.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I think they're pretty clean.
they'd have to be.
You nabbed Luke
David
Dalhouse
Hutchins.
in the head once?
What did he do?
What?
Dowhouse?
No, Toby Green got Dalhouse apparently. With a kick to the face.
Oh. Malloy.
I misheard what you said. I thought you said now Nick Dowhouse is in the headlines.
Nick Dalhouse.
Luke Dowhouse. Fuck, it's a confusing conversation. No, I thought he was saying that something just broke about Luke Dowhouse. Yes, his
Yeah,
face.
he's the one leaking the information to Tom Morris,
Yeah,
even though he's no longer at the Bulldogs.
yeah, former bull.
Castagna.
Can't stand you.
You're smelly.
So Richmond in front. So this really is a momentum shifting game, like the first half was. Out of nowhere, Richmond looking better, but Carlton surge forward here. Is that Owies? No, Durden. The bloke I keep thinking is Owies is Durden.
That was a Durden kick if I ever seen
Yeah,
one.
Durpin.
The D is a T.
Durpin.
Why can't Aussies pronounce Italian names? Castagna, Montagna, Cornelio. There you go. I did.
Baba the
Do
Boopy.
the last one again.
Boopity Baba the Boopy.
Cornelio.
Okay, good.
Baba the Boopity
Why?
Baba.
Some people still have the G. Caniglio.
Alright.
That's wrong.
Was that good enough, Mr. Tulip? I just like to butcher Castagna's name for some reason.
I just wanted to do the Family Guy Italian speaking bit.
Baba
Baba the Boopy. Boopity Baba the Boopy.
You're thinking of R2D2. Yes, R2, that's right. Everyone can understand him. Same as the fucking Wookiee.
Do you have any quotes from Revenge of the Sith when R2 is like helping out the boys and like got his like wires in, he's like twisting shit?
Shit. I'm sure we could think of something. Bush is probably better at it than me.
I have a bad feeling about this. That was.
This is where the fun begins.
By the way, have you watched the trailer for Kenobi?
No.
Mate, it
It's
looks
like-
sick. It looks like Phantom Menace, but
Yeah, right.
sorry, no, that's not true. It looks like the prequels. That's what I mean.
Is it just one season?
I don't know.
If it's
I
any good,
don't
they'll
think
probably
they.
make another one.
Yeah,
See?
I think it's designed for more than one season.
That's a
fine.
great kick.
It is. Although he ran to his left a lot. Wow.
That guy looks like Trevor Phillips off Grand Theft Auto.
That's a scary little man.
Oh, so does. That's so accurate.
It's
Drew, we seeing any streams this year?
Might flick the light on, boys.
There you go, mate.
What you doing, mate?
Turn the light on.
I thought you were going for a bit of digital nicotine.
Do you want a beer when I come back?
Oh, but
No,
alright.
thank you.
Thanks.
You're good? Do you say good?
I'll
I'm
take
good, thanks,
nicotine.
boss.
I'll take nicotine.
Don't have it.
I'll take some Coke. A cola.
That was a gross set shot, I thought. But
Yeah, he salvaged it.
it's a draw, 45 apiece up in this gazebo. We don't talk about how everyone just ignored the correct pronunciation of Fantasia. Fantasia.
Fantasia.
You just got to pronounce everything Italian and you'll get the pronunciation right.
Chiacchiere
Who's that?
Volta.
Noah Volta.
From Malta.
You gotta... Noah Volta contested Marco.
It got tapped into his fucking hands by waiter.
Babby boobly boobly babby boobly bab.
Slot it, you big horse.
Surely to God.
He is a big horse, though.
He is.
Fredo on goal!
And Richmond are up.
This is the True Footy Show.
How'd you pull that up?
Remember, you have to have a mustache to speak Italian. Then we can all speak Italian. Isn't that right?
Well, Bush and I kind of have the mustache. We also have facial hair.
I've only got grossness.
We've got the gift of puberty.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to grow a beard.
I can't. Like, this is as good as having yet.
Alright, that's pretty good.
I wouldn't call it a beard.
I used
Do
to
you
think
get the lawnmower?
mine sucked for years,
No.
and it's only recently.
Because it's for my pubes.
Yeah, but if you use different clippers, surely.
Oh, right. I have my own shaver.
Ah.
Yeah.
Comb it out, mate. I've started
Is it
combing
double
mine
or
recently.
full?
Mine only gets thick here.
I've started combing mine recently. It's good stuff.
Yeah?
The beard or?
The beard, yeah. Mate, I don't have pubes because I'm sponsored by MANSCAPED, okay?
Yeah, true. I actually really need a manscape. It's been a while. I'm just so lonely. So
Really are in the third quarter, just deep into the stream.
yeah,
I'm lonely.
I'm so lonely.
Watching a
pubes
couple of
are long.
South teams.
I haven't manscaped in weeks. Fucking Matt Kennedy is probably a chance to top the fantasy today. I feel like an ass for not picking him now. I had him in my team at one point. Yeah, 86, and he's lining up for goal. Fuck,
Are you
that's
working Sunday?
Yeah,
What time do you finish?
7:30.
Would you potentially want to film a Drew Footy show after? Or would you...
Yeah, could do.
That'd be very handy. Kennedy.
Oh.
Spray.
Sprayed like the inside of Bush's
Oh,
bowl.
Gandhi's in the chat.
Gandhi, Gandhi, ah, so good. It's offensive.
I meditated at uni today. It was very nice. Hammock Hotel. Shout out to Hammock Hotel.
How do you publicly meditate?
Hammock Hotel, mate.
What's Hammock Hotel?
Did you never go to Hammock Hotel at Curtin? Is that where all the hammocks are?
We didn't
I
have
don't
that.
think I did. Did it not exist?
I don't think we had that.
It's like there's one just outside where the library was, which is just completely under construction now. There's no library,
Yeah.
which is annoying. But
Oh,
I
wow.
meditated a couple of weeks ago. I was just like, you know where the graduation ceremonies are?
Yeah.
I just did it in the castle.
Architecture. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Just lie down?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Bush is about to be one of my French girls.
Yeah, your posture during the live streams.
I just get comfy. It's beautiful.
Get cozy, mate.
I've seen you way more slumped than that.
Yeah.
Remember the draft? Was that last draft or the year before? It was when you came in wearing like professional clothes. And then you were just like one leg up in the air. Your pupils looking in opposite directions.
See, this is what I mean. When players wheel around to the right to get more distance, they kick across the ball every
Didn't
time.
Mackay just do that?
Yeah, but he's actually good at it.
Selfish
Dude,
on that.
20 years old.
And he dropped that higher than Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Hugo Ralph Smith was not last year, it was the year before, wasn't it? Yeah, 2020 I think.
His draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It debuted last year.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now.
I think it was against GWS.
Good memory from you.
Yes. Could be talking shit.
It's in my notes tab from True Footy round 4.
I delete those.
Yeah, me too.
Probably shouldn't though. Just reuse old points.
So Richmond won against Carlton again.
Another year.
And, if Carlton lose this, we have to open up the Drew Footy show with. And Carlton are still shit. Oh, fuck off, Chera. Suck it! Ha ha ha! Watch him come kick a 6 now, yeah. Lol, Chera. Lol, Chera.
Bro, we lost Chris Judd to Carlton, right? So just settle down. you can cope with this.
But you got Josh
Yeah, but
Kennedy out of it.
you got a premiership out of it as well.
Yeah,
It's like,
I just wanted to bring that up.
Hey, for all we know, Jai Amos could be our Josh Kennedy.
I'm keen to see how Amos goes. I think personality says a lot about a player, and
He ticks the boxes.
Why
I
doesn't
was going to say the opposite. I was gonna
Really?
say,
I was going to say all the driving up from fucking Bunbury and shit shows. Dead.
Oh yeah,
Busso.
but very maybe he's just a quiet achiever.
Yeah.
Sort of keeps to himself a lot, but like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a football. I don't know. Like, personalities, I think should be like out. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to hide who you are to the media and whatnot. So it's like, who are you, mate?
But all these kids are just trained from like the age of fucking 15 to like.
Yeah.
Most of the
say,
AFL's like
yeah,
that,
it's a
to
good
be honest.
effort from the boys. It's
Oh,
great.
no volta.
But they're all
Yeah.
just trained for like, yeah, it was a good 4-quarter effort from the boys.
Yeah.
We're all really stuck in and played our roles.
Credit to the boys. And
AFL,
Sean's picked that out, how his players go.
yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
Imagine if we did that every True Footy show. And
Watching AFL media is not worth it. Like, in terms of like player interviews, you get a little bit from coach interviews because they're a little bit more candid. But for the most part, there's no point fucking watching the player talking on the ground. I
It's-
think.
Unless
sucks.
it's Jack Higgins.
Yeah,
or
it's
someone
true.
like
yeah, Jack Higgins, Mitch Robb. But it's like, when this Tom Morris shit pops up, I'm like, I'm backing in Tom Morris here. Because, like, he's doing good for the sport overall.
But you did start off by saying that there was a story you reported he shouldn't have reported.
Yeah, I stand by that. I think he can find other avenues to report on other than exposing a team's current situation, because that should be kept confidential. Unless a player's injured or something like that, like player's injured, whatever. Like, when it's
Literally,
strategy, you shouldn't report.
here's a definition on Urban Dictionary from September 2nd, 2017 of Tom Morris. A bad excuse for a human, also known as the shittest, a word I'm not allowed to say, from Two Rocks to Bunbury. A regular target for amphetamine field abuse. If found in the wild, call the RSPCA or consider euthanasia.
Signed, Jay Hogan.
Fidget spinner wrote that.
Another word for Jesse Hogan. Because he fidgets. Yeah, he actually is a very fidgety person.
Jesse Hogan.
Yeah. He's always like,
Yeah, Shuey's like that. I think.
Is he?
Yeah, they said he has like a tick, Shuey.
really? I've never
Yeah.
noticed that.
I think you might have grown out of it, but there's old clips of him like playing, and he'd be in the huddle,
Yeah.
and he'd be like he had Tourette's.
Yeah,
There was a
okay.
theory he had Tourette's, but I don't.
Lynch,
think
you have to grab that.
True. But like watching his eyes and stuff, he's like that. He just
Dying.
fidgets. You know, I know you don't watch cricket, but like Steve Smith has his own fidgeting. Like he just never is still.
He's,
I think
Yeah.
Marnus is the same. I think Shuey, if you watch him like on the field, he's just constantly moving, doing something weird.
Rewalt has had a stinky game.
How old is he now? He is a year older than Josh Kennedy, I think.
Can you
Actually thinks
remember?
candidate himself.
Is
Can
he
you
actually-
remember when he kicked 8 on West
I just
Coast?
wanted to say that.
10.
10?
Yes, I do remember that day. That was in 2010.
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
barely a fetus.
3, 2, 1, go!
I remember that because that was in the days where I lived in Abu Dhabi and the games were a bit early, so I woke up to that result.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it was the bottom of the table clash and we were the wooden spooners, and I was like, we could win. I woke up, Rewalt kicks 10. Rewalt was a no-namer at the time as
Yeah,
well. I was
that's when he broke out.
yeah, Rewalt kicks 10 and West Coast get dumped by 50 points. I was like, oh, fuck. Going back to bed.
I remember Freo played that day. Because I was on the train and I remember someone saying, Rewalt's kicked 8.
Yeah. I remember having to watch some games at like 6 or 7 a.m.
That's a bit
Which
like
for
reality.
for a teenager, that was hard, like with high school, because
Yeah.
you're nocturnal in high school, aren't you?
Definitely. That's gonna, yeah. Well, I was thinking like Friday night footy's gonna be like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock ish when I'm in England.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
So that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But like the morning games,
Yeah.
yeah, cock o'clock.
Isn't that every day for you?
It's just lucky that AFL's only played on weekends, so you can sort of like
Yeah.
fuck about.
Yeah, I remember being like half cut still in London watching the Eagles in Melbourne in 2019.
Oh really?
I was so like maggot from the night before, and it was like 7 a.m.
I was
lying in bed.
in England when that happened. I was in.
Oh yeah,
Wait, no, 2018.
2019.
I was in 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, that was against You beat Carlton. Oh, never mind. Alright, you got a lot of time and space through the middle here.
Carlton
Your
need a
forwards
goal.
should be hitting up. Puts it deep. Dakota will take that.
Oh, I think he just kind of lost his footing slightly.
Oh,
is that alright?
that was pretty smart.
It's probably deliberate though.
I'd like to see players implement more soccer into football with like footwork and just like tapping the ball onto themselves and like picking it up.
Yeah.
I'd like them to incorporate more basketball by from outside the 50-metre line being worth 8 points.
3 points.
That'd actually be a good idea, to be fair.
9 points.
Imagine you just get this like Steph Curry player that just like hits
Yeah, there'd be a few like
Like,
Suckling,
Just Trent
Stewie
McKenzie
Jew.
and get more of a
down
game.
the rich.
Yeah, Hearn for us. Jeddah, back when he played.
Nathan Wilson said no one ever. He's always in that position, but can just never hit a bomb from 50.
Yeah.
That aircon
Will
sounds like
Schofield
my
was
coffee
dangerous
machine.
in that range.
Yeah,
Randomly for a key back.
Yeah.
He kicked a lot of goals from 50.
I remember a sick goal he kicked against Freo when he like.
Oh, was that?
started
I think it was that. No, I don't think it was goal of the year, but it was close.
Yeah, it was up
I
there.
remember that he ran from like half back.
Yeah.
He just had a knack for kicking those kind of goals.
Speaking of the Govern, the exact. Oh, that was touched.
Missed as well. Oh no. Post. So Carlton really they can't buy a goal suddenly, and the tables will turn this third term. Richmond are back on top.
Because they're too busy buying players every off-season.
Richmond aren't even playing that well though.
Fucking Trevor's going off.
Neither side is playing that great.
No.
I
It's,
mean,
not, it's not a
Harley-
bad standard, I don't think.
It's a good game.
It's a real mid-table clash, I reckon.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Both teams could play finals, both teams could miss.
Yeah, they're really in that 13 to 8 range.
Yeah. But it's only round one. Teams have improved a lot.
Yeah.
Over
Well,
this season.
Melbourne last year.
We got dumped by Sydney the year, round one the year we won.
First game at Optus.
5 goals, yeah. But I remember thinking we played well. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, that was actually a really good game.
Well, Melbourne last year, you played the first game. Wait, no,
Yeah,
that was the
Melbourne
year
versus
before?
Fremantle.
No.
No, 2020 we thrashed them.
Yes.
But that
And
was,
then they stunk that.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad
But-
example.
but even Melbourne versus Fremantle last year, you didn't think Melbourne were a top team last year.
Nah.
Like we watched that here. You just thought, oh yeah. In fact, Fremantle fans were gutted. Like that, I remember you and others were like,
Yeah,
fuck,
it
that
was-
was frustrating. And then Melbourne ended up being far and away the best team.
Yeah.
It was only 22 points, I think. It was.
Yeah. It's so frustrating as Freo fans because we're almost like we have so many almost moments. Like, oh, that was nearly good.
Yeah.
Like we'll set up an entire string of passes,
So Paddy Cripps is about to lose another jumper.
and then
Far
just
out.
cook it.
Yeah.
So it's like if we just connected on these nearly moments, we'd be able to contend with these good sides.
Yeah.
But we just get blown out in the end, and it makes us look bad.
Cripps up to 76 fantasy.
How many touches?
20. 2 goals. Matthew Kennedy, 90.
Oh,
Oh, who, right? Take a seat. Young Skywalker.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Dad.
Freeman. It's cracking.
Yeah, streaming down my thigh, bitch. Kennedy, another touch. Stop. That's 5.
oh, it's getting feisty.
Someone smack Chera.
Oh, surely.
He literally
Nah,
sounded
he's
like
gutless.
that.
He wouldn't get in there.
Yeah, he's run to his mum on the sidelines for some oranges.
I wonder how much Palpatine's going to be in Kenobi.
Bring back Darth Maul, I say. It's actually I got a mole.
I don't think that's going to be the major plot line. I think it's going to be Obi-Wan and Vader.
What's the point though? Because that plays out in 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, but you fill in the blanks.
Of what? They're fine by the end of it.
Yes.
And go on to fight each other.
Yeah, but I mean, you can say that about Maul, you know, that he's not going to beat Kenobi.
Yeah, true.
Darth Maul is the Washington Generals to Obi-Wan's Harlem Globetrotters.
Is that the team that the Globetrotters would play? The
Yeah.
Washington Generals?
Yeah. I like the jobbers they had lined up.
Never lost.
To be fair to Maul, he did mostly beat Kenobi. He just got
Yeah.
unlucky.
Yeah,
He had the high
that's
ground and he fucked it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mind you, Kenobi was like 17 or something when that happened.
Yeah.
Hewitt and Short are
That's the one I always see the memes of. It's like, why did 14-year-old Padme fall in love with 9-year-old Anakin when there's 17-year-old Obi-Wan Kenobi there?
yeah. There's a bit to go through there, bit to unpack.
I'm like,
You've got to kick this.
Nailed it.
Well,
Back
sure,
to 10
you
points.
the Obi-Wan in your life.
well, absolutely.
All the Anakins just keep getting them.
But yeah, bloody hell, mate, these bloody young bucks
All the 9-year-olds you hang around with.
cutting my grass. These damn 9-year-olds.
10-point margin now.
Are you an angel?
I hate sand. It's coarse. It's rough. It gets everywhere.
Jeez.
Flirting 101 with Anakin Skywalker.
Forgot we had people watching us watch the footy.
Yeah, we probably would have a gaze at the comments, I guess. Anything interesting?
36 in the chat.
53 according to me. Oh wait, mine's way behind. Crips on 69 Super Coach Nice, according to Rogie.
Does that say third quarter?
Yeah.
It does, Garson.
2 minutes left?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have good
Third
ass.
quarter, ain't it?
Yeah, baby.
Chera low, get a clearance low.
All I can make out is that Hardy's like shit.
Oh, we got some important questions here. If Bushel was a fairy, what animal would he be?
Gee,
Pig.
Turbo's had no impact
That's
on it.
a big crucial question.
Yeah, Bush would be a pig.
What trees?
I think he'd be a pig as well. We're all a bunch of pigs.
Oh, baby.
I'd be a stallion.
Did you see fucking Dance's snap story of me dude?
Yeah, that was so funny. I wonder if I'd dance. That was like one of the funniest things. I remember when he made that.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes left in the third term. Carlton just get a bit of momentum back. Bush is there in the crowd. Did anyone else see that?
I'll say that guy looks more like Louis to me.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Luis. Nice.
And then having a bit of food. Richmond could get out of trouble here. Just no. Clever tap.
Neither side has imposed their game plan for a long period. It's just been very chaotic
Yeah.
for a lot of the game.
Good intensity though.
Like,
it feels
come
a
on
bit
now.
like a final. Oh, that's great from Pickett. Credit to him. That was good.
I feel like every time there's a conversation about Carlton, there's a conversation about finals.
Shit handball.
I think it was really robbed of the holding the ball, which is ironic.
Yeah.
He has it wrong.
Oh. Couple.
Oh, come on, go Baker.
I think fatigue.
Ralph Smith, go. Take a bounce, son.
He needs
Oh,
a bounce.
way
That's
too far.
pretty far. I think he might be alright.
Oh my
God.
god, bro.
Come on, Richmond. Put them away.
Your fatigue's really setting in. You can see the conditioning or lack thereof is starting to play a factor as it did last night a little bit.
Yeah.
Fair analysis. You should do a football team.
Thanks, buddy. I do. It's called Football Daily.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. You keep giving away free kicks, Cherry, you dog.
I find myself wanting Carlton to win.
Holding
But I
Dusty,
tipped
surely. Yup.
That's a blow to Carlton's morale.
Yeah, this happened in the first quarter as well when they missed it, so...
Dusty did? I don't even
Nah,
remember that.
really
Oh,
wrong.
right, yeah.
Doosty.
They had a big last quarter from Hewitt. He's really let me down.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
me
take
too.
too much of him. I was expecting him to have a bit of a big gear.
There's not really too many good rookie defenders in fantasy this year, like at least at round one.
It's like, did Sid get named?
Nah, Sid didn't get picked, otherwise he'd be a Monty.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I think he's mid. Oh, and he's got it.
Just jarred it.
Because the thing is, even with Sin, they've got like guys like Burn Jones and those
Yeah.
sort of dudes.
I'm pretty
What
sure.
about
Sid-
Heath Chapman? Is he good
So he's worth 400k. I thought, like, he probably still would be good value,
I still went
but it's a bit of a risk.
Who's that?
Heafy chaps.
Yeah. I went McInerney in the back line.
Yeah, I got him as well.
583k, not bad. Lockie Ash 650. I feel like there's a bit of upside there, but it's a risk. Probably low percentage that one.
I took the Ash upside into my draft fantasy league.
Oh, these fans are getting chippy as well. Look.
Wow.
And there's
They're both Richmond fans too.
Nah, there's Carlton fans behind.
Oh, okay. I've got a very mid-price backline, Stewart, Whitfield, Short, and then Ash, McInerney, Hewitt. Because there's I've got McCartan and DeConning on my bench because they're both cheap. But
Okay. Yeah, I got Hewitt, Ash, Whitfield, Crisp, McInerney, and Chapman.
I reckon Nick Martin for Essendon got named for a debut. I think he's worth it for 190k.
Yeah.
His SSP selection.
Come,
SSP's nuts.
Thank you.
Welcome Dylan to the channel after how long? A while.
The last stream he was on.
You playing Sooty this year?
Potentially.
Have you been going to training? Oh, you did your calf, that's right. How's your calf?
No.
It's alright now?
Haven't gone training, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
Healed.
He'll be back on Monday.
Nah.
Getting buckets.
I got through that.
Yeah, boy.
So, 3/4 time at the home of football. Let's get some team stats.
Matthew Kennedy kicking ass.
So, inside 50 is slightly Carlton's way. Other than that,
Isn't St. Patrick's Day today?
yeah, apparently.
I did not
According to
know that.
Snapchat filters.
No, it is.
Are you Irish at all?
Yes, actually.
You're a bit Irish. I think we're all a bit Irish. Are you Irish, Busher?
I got some Irish in me.
Yeah. No, your ethnicity.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So
Quarter Irish, quarter Scottish, quarter English, quarter Swedish.
Swedish.
I'm Irish and Swedish and did you say English and Scottish?
Yeah.
Are we related? Those are
Hi, Dad.
yeah.
Hi, Mum.
Yeah, that's exactly
Picking me up
my
from school.
breakdown as well. Not by quarter because I think it gets messy, but yeah, I'm
My
Swedish. and Irish.
dad's mum was full Northern Irish from Belfast.
IRA.
Yes. My dad lived there during the IRA riots and bombings and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
right. Fuck.
He was in the IRA, wasn't he?
It's lovely there stuff. We'll get the chat going.
Get the chat.
I'll appreciate that, I'm sure.
Bush, do you have an up-pointed nose?
What?
Do you have an up-pointed nose? I hear it's a Swedish quality.
And your
Oh,
big
mate.
tits?
Rogue Riot mentioned Gibcus, Hinge, DeConning and McCartan. So I've got DeConning and McCartan. I don't have Hinge.
The Connie from Geelong.
Yeah, that's right.
Is he starting?
Yeah, he's picked, yeah. Why are people
Like for
using
you? Are you
Hewitt?
starting him?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No emergency. Why are people using Hewitt? He's a defensive mid. Yeah, but I thought if he's worth 500 and he gets 90k, I feel like that's worth it. 90k? 90 points.
I got stitched up with Rivers last night.
Yeah, that's right. Early injury or laid out, I think it was.
Well, now it says did not play.
Yeah.
But he had like a light blue 0,
Yeah, maybe.
which seems like he played, he just didn't get a touch. And he got
Yeah, don't know.
I'm really not on the fantasy train at all, hey.
Do you have a team?
No.
Oh.
Everyone.
Was it too late to join your thing?
I sent you the code. We'll just count the scores.
I literally just don't even know how to do it.
Everyone at football does
There we
fantasy.
go, join these.
Yeah, do you want to leave then I'll ask for the code. Which is in the description of this video. My forward line's good. I got Taranto, Treloar, Dunkley, and Cornelio. And then Will Brodie and Rochelle.
I have Taranto, Butters, DeGoey, Zach Fisher, Patrick Nation, Jerry.
We got 58 in the stream. Like it up.
Lads.
Lurds. I assume everyone has Neil and Cripps in their midfield.
People are saying Carlton are getting robbed and the umpires have been bad.
Mr. Tulip says, not gonna lie, I thought Mr. 6'3", 86 kilos was an Indigenous lad. I think he's talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No. I have had that before, but no, I'm not.
You've had pretty much every ethnicity,
Yeah.
to be fair to you.
I did have an Indigenous lady once at work talk to me quite a lot about where I'm from, and I got the feeling she thought like, "Who's your mob?" like that kind of question, and I felt so awkward. I was like, I don't know how to answer this. Where are you from? Oh, Bunbury. Because I wasn't sure what she was asking.
Not my mum down there.
It's true.
You could also get away with like being that you spent so many years in Dubai. You actually look like you could sort of be
Arab.
I've had that before. I think Joycey, who was watching, I think, or was not long ago,
On and off.
said he told Catherine that I was Arabic. I'm pretty sure, and she
And she
believed
footballed
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Lacey thought I was Indian.
Ted Mosby.
Yeah.
You do like your Prego.
Correct.
Mr. Tulip says he's Aboriginal and he thought you were too.
Yeah, right. Nah, oh, interesting.
There you go.
No.
Pull out that
You
card
would be
again.
able to tell by the time you watch me play footy. That's what it's clear. I am not Indigenous.
no swag at all.
No skill, no athleticism.
No charisma.
Just no stees, I find.
He's
Steve's
a real Matt
Steve's
Tavener
nuts.
type player.
What's
Like
stees?
on the stees.
Swag. Like,
Mitchy Snell's wondering if any of us can do a backflip. I've got a video of Dilch Jam doing one, Australia Day one here somewhere.
Yeah.
no.
Was it into a pool though?
I can do them a lot.
Can you land a backflip on flat ground, bro?
I reckon I could if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sure you could if you.
Like I've done it as a kid. I learned it when I was like hell young. Haven't done it in about 10 years.
Yeah. I could do the windmill.
What?
The breakdance move.
Can you?
I could, but I
Really? That's pretty dope.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Not
I
now.
thought
We're
everyone
63 and 86 kilos.
Yeah, true.
What one's the windmill?
The legs sort of moving in the air. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
It's like little gymnastic type stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
like
so.
what they do on the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, no, when I was a kid and I had like, when I wasn't 86 kilos, which is not that heavy actually. I feel like
So
I'm
that's
quite
what
light.
I weigh.
Yeah, I don't think that's heavy, but yeah, no, I could. But yeah, it wasn't that much of an achievement.
I reckon you could do a backflip deal if you did that program that I sent you. Get hops, do mad backflips, lad.
It's a good point actually. It's a very, very good point.
Pretty sure hops. Message me for a program.
Yeah, when are you launching that?
Oh, next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't, I know you don't have time.
If
Are you back at uni?
yeah, Northern Honours now, so it got me undergrad.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
Is it hard to get into honours?
they say it is, but I don't think it is. Like you needed 65 course weighted average, and you have to apply for the projects and you have interviews and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But they say it's competitive, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Sony Camry says I'm looking juicy.
Juicy is a word I would describe you by.
But he's saying maybe start a fitness channel. I appreciate that, but my level of fitness and my knowledge would be very underwhelming.
You beat yourself up too much. You
Are
are
you
strong.
comparing me to a fitness YouTuber?
No, but
You're
if
going to
you-
start a fit knees nuts
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
I don't know. I think you can never get enough of that sort of stuff because if people watch you and they don't watch any fitness YouTubers, then they can relate to you.
I see what you mean.
That is a-
Yeah.
That kick
I don't
on
know
channel
enough.
I
was
feel like that was an
wet.
accident.
I don't know enough. I've just
You do though.
I'm experienced,
Fucking
but I know
terrible
what works
first
for
place
me.
is an
accident.
But I wouldn't be able to really
Is this the new
explain
chair?
the principles behind
Yeah,
it.
the one that used to play for Fremantle.
Oh yeah, he's there now, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a batty boy.
Could maybe do a video, but I think it
How's,
would be pretty underwhelming with
how's it
people
going?
learning my routine. To be
He's having a
honest.
pretty good game. Pains me to say it.
What? You got a my dream team? Did you say?
Give me experience. I reckon we can
I was contemplating him in the draft
Mine
league because I knew everyone in our league was like Doctors fans. So I'm
I
like,
can't do this.
there was a point of taking him.
Who'd you go? Who'd you go? You had first number one pick.
No, I'd pick 10.
And it was still available.
Nah. Well, yeah, but
So he wasn't.
he was available at pick 10.
Doherty goes deep. Carlton need a goal pretty quick, I reckon.
Oh!
They need the first. Oh, Kerno smashes into. Is that Broad's face? He just smashes into that Broad's face.
Duddy. Oh, I thought it was
Takes a bounce running backwards.
Doosty.
He's got stays, man.
He does.
Well done, Bolter.
Can you remember when we went to?
Oh, brave. I haven't paid it.
What's
Yes.
that?
Maybe pulled out.
Oh no.
What's that bar in Frio that we went to before Metros, but it sucks?
Benny's.
Is it Hugo's?
No.
Oh,
man.
no. Yeah, Hugo's is the monk.
Yeah, I know who goes.
Yeah. No, that's what he's referring to.
I didn't think we went there.
We have been there.
We did briefly.
I'd got
That's where I threw up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the many places in Fremantle that you've thrown up.
All in one night. Bolton
he's
running into an open goal.
See, he does this little snap thing.
Yeah,
But he doesn't miss it.
Yeah, fair enough.
very good player.
I went to varsity with UCAT in Freo, and I was like,
He did the same thing.
what?
Puked everywhere.
No, I was like, Jesse vomited there once. When we got out of an
Oh,
Uber,
right,
it was in
right.
an alleyway.
Wait, varsity bar
that's
where?
where you were.
You know where like the new
Yeah, the new. It's
Type
called
Fremantle
what's it called? Like FOMO or something? Fremantle FOMO.
Don't know.
Wait, did you say varsity bar?
Yeah, in Freo.
There's a varsity bar
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. Is that they've
FOMO,
redeveloped this
that
whole
whole new
area called and it's like called like the FOMO and it's got like varsity.
Bowling
It's got
league.
like
Oh, wow.
yeah, strike, bowling. Holy moly's in there.
I heard there's an arcade. Is that the same
yeah,
sort of
it's
thing?
like, it's like on the outside of the
Oh,
arcade.
wow.
It's a new
Might be
area.
worth a go next time we go to Metros.
But anyway, when we went to Hugo's, I remember getting a photo of you and some bloke that somewhat resembled Dusty.
Of who?
Dusty
You
Bar.
and a dude that sort of didn't really.
Probably looked nothing like
I
him.
have no
Had
recollection.
the
of
same
that.
I'll try
haircut,
to
was
find it.
tattooed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh!
When were our prime Metros days? I'm trying to find it.
Probably looked like Dusty from Wish.
We only met Metros like 3 times.
3 times too little.
Yes, it should have been an even 6. Carlton going forward through Chera.
I just scrolled to a random part of my phone.
I actually said that to my camera too.
Oh,
Just leave that in.
I think it was the night that we went out with Sean. Which was...
Yeah, it was. It was the first night we ever went out together.
Was it?
Yeah, it was week 1 of the finals,
Yeah, which would have been 2019.
2020.
2020?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Come on now.
Mr. Schultz says Jesse is just a huge Yankees fan. Nah, just like the hats. Jesse, thoughts on the Waffle Eagles game on Sunday? Hamish, I don't know anything about it, but I was wondering who the hell is going to be playing in that game because we have like 15 injuries.
Yeah, has Darling been vaccinated?
He's back, but then he came back and immediately.
I found
So he's
the...
out.
Isn't it ironic that he spent so long like fighting everyone and just got it in the end?
Yeah, it was strange, but I presume it's just because he was going to lose all the money on his
I'd
contract.
say
That is
there's
gold.
800,000 reasons why.
It's
Yeah.
Durden. Not debutante, but...
Is it Owies or
I don't
Durden?
think he's- Great question. Actually,
Those two look the same.
No, hang
They're
on.
Small. Look at them.
yeah, that is always in front of him.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
was in the
that,
40s.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know who kicked it now.
So here's me and you at Metros.
Yeah, I
It
remember.
was,
On the balcony.
You can smell it.
Here's a photo of me doing a piss and you vomiting in the urinal.
I'm doing well.
Ugh.
Think that me, yep, doing a piss, can't see my cock. And there's
Oh,
Jesse.
yeah.
There's me and Sean and the dude we went to high school with.
Nice.
Is
Is that
Jesse
True Footy?
grinding
Oh,
on it?
I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see this anymore. Fucking hell.
What was he doing?
That's an 18-year-old, right?
Oh, yeah, fine.
Showed it an 18-year-old, is he? My man.
Look at how much brain numb he is when he turns around.
He just gives you the like.
There was nothing going on in your head right
Oh,
now.
there's,
It's just-
look at him.
if you could hear my brain right there, it was just...
Oh,
It was just a monkey doing this.
bro, I've stumbled on a gold mine earring. Look at this.
Oh, fuck off. I did not know you had these. I did not know.
Oh,
Bro,
God.
like, in all seriousness, I feel bad for that girl because
And there's the photo
I
of you with Dusty.
I had spent hours throwing up, like, before.
Doesn't look like him at all. And he's like 5'4".
Exact resemblance.
If that girl had seen all those previous videos of me just yakking, like, my guts up to the point that it hurt, and then, like, 20 minutes later, I'm, like, making out with this chick.
Colin might be
It's
getting
so-
another one
It's
here.
actually so fun.
I'll allow it, Hewitt.
He's gonna miss that.
8 points.
Miss it through the goals. Here's another photo of Jesse vomiting in the urinal and
Joey.
smiling.
I don't want to miss them.
It's essential.
What? Just say you don't want to miss it.
See, I lost that
Put
jacket.
down your jeans.
I left that jacket there.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that jacket.
Is that the black one?
Yeah, it's navy.
Navy blue.
Damn it. The Navy Blues. We suck. We eat pizza on Lygon Street.
And then we got home the next morning. This is Sean in our veggie garden. Cock out. Jesus Christ. Anyway, football. Close game.
Well, you'll teach me to football.
Sure will, buddy. How many people we got in the chat listening to us talk about Jesse vomiting at Metros?
They're more interested in him doing a windmill by the looks.
Cock windmill?
They'll take it.
George Hewitt, we said hadn't been playing well, but he's now kicked a goal and has racked up 20 plus touches.
Ooh. So hopefully he's not doing shit in fantasy.
Pardon me?
Cripper.
Cripper, comedian.
He's nearly caught up to Crips in fantasy points, I'll Hewitt.
The Blues are going now. Cripps tries to
There
bulldoze
you
his
go.
way through.
Someone kick
Oh,
it.
that... Nah, yeah, he didn't have pride, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a smart
Do what
kick
you
by
wanna do.
Tarrant.
Strategic.
No.
What's your idea?
Discipline.
Oh, I'm alright.
Have you been hitting the gym?
Yeah.
Who's Jim?
Gym.
Hey, I say that.
That's why I thought of it.
That's James Nazian.
I so rarely have a beer, right? Oh, Crips, yes.
Bounce off someone's fucking head. But I'll allow because he's in
Ah,
my
he
group.
would kick the
Oh,
goal.
wow, he's in my fantasy.
Yeah, Hewitt's
yeah.
nearly hit at Crips now.
Fuck. Good.
I actually haven't noticed you at all.
No, me neither.
Zach Fisher's
He's
still
not the sort of
doing
player you'd really notice, to be honest.
When you say that, is that just because they have like inside handballs?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it bounced off someone's head.
And if you
I must
tackle
have
this,
missed
and
He just
stuff like that.
miskicked the fuck out of Lewis.
Oh yeah, that's a complete potato.
He's got a
Straight
pretty
to Cripps.
average kick, doesn't he? Or whatever the fuck he's
Adam
Side.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a good kick, actually.
Sad. I've just seen him.
Yes. 2 points. This is a ripping game, actually.
Doing it for the dream team.
Carlton fans would be going ballistic.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, you would.
You would love to.
There is a few hot chick Carlton fans, I believe.
Rogue Ride says Jesse throwing up at Metros is just what we expect. I think it was just that night. I think I was good after that.
Yeah.
I went through that phase of just getting obliterated on whiskey here before we go out.
Yeah.
Who was it
fun.
that threw up off the
That was
balcony?
actually
fun phase.
that was
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good time, eh?
that was the funnest part of the night, actually.
Who was it that threw up off the balcony?
No, that was also me. Same night, but like 20 minutes previous or after or something.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause I was there for that one.
I could not control it. It was like having food poisoning. I was just I thought the night was over. I remember saying to Dylan, like, my tummy hurts. I want to go home. And he was like, let's stay a bit. And then I hooked up with 2 girls.
Yes!
Well, I must
And
have
got
been-
into an awkward love triangle.
It was so disgusting. I remember another night. I really shouldn't be saying this on camera, but I remember another night. I like ended up at Metros alone because you went home,
Yeah.
and I found myself in a weird triangle of love triangle, not triangle of love, between this girl and her ex, and I was so fucked up that I barely remember what was happening, but I remember it being weird.
I remember.
And that's your drunk perception as well, so it probably was definitely way weirder than what you
It was
think.
probably just me. Yeah, true. It was probably just me, like, and 2 people trying to get away from me. We got this weird thing going on.
You pushed them back together.
Yeah.
I'm just following him around Metros for hours. It was fucking weird.
I was so drunk that I woke up and I thought it was a girl that I knew, and then I was like, no, it definitely wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was the chick. I won't
was-
say name, but a girl that we knew, like Amanda's friend.
Doxer!
Here we go.
Yeah, I thought it was her, and then I woke up and I was like, definitely wasn't her, eh?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Oh,
Fuck,
God,
Imagine, imagine if you were calling her by that name all night as well.
That was just a level of drunk I don't want to ever be at again.
I like that level of drunk. That's when you said, this niche, we fucking on it.
And look at us now, stagnating.
Yeah, because we got lives, bro. Carlton fans bringing the noise to the G.
Love triangle means you love him too, right?
Yeah, that's what love triangle actually means, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Wait, does it? No,
Yeah, it
it can
is.
be a guy and 2 girls, or a girl and 2 guys.
Yeah, but I think
Not
by
like Tom
having a
Morris.
triangle, they all.
I don't think so, because that implies it's always bisexual, which I don't think is the case.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it just involves 3 people.
Look at
That
that
was still a
bloke.
funny comment.
This is like a grand final for Carlton.
Yeah, it is it.
Pretty much is the opening.
Yeah, to be fair, it'd be like a derby for him, eh?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean,
But
That
fucking.
leap, bro.
I don't want to
Deconing is
assume that
nuts.
Carlton are going to be shit, but it's amazing how like bad Richmond have just fallen off.
Yeah,
I-
they feel pretty bad.
I reckon both of these teams are around the top 8 mark.
Oh, if they get season.
Oh!
Surely they don't drop it from here. No, there's plenty of
I'd
time.
love to see it.
There's plenty of time, but that feels like a big moment.
It'd be such a
Yeah.
Carlton thing to do, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
What
I
was
feel
that
like
like?
Carlton feed on confidence.
Yeah. But Richmond have had.
Oh,
no.
they're going down.
Oh, fuck.
Paddy Cripps limps
You
off.
are kidding me. This guy has no luck.
If he's running though, it might have just been a corky.
Yeah, it looks like a corky or
Hopefully,
something.
yeah.
All those blokes going to kiss each other.
Yeah, literally.
Are you looking at the camera down there?
Yeah.
Stop.
I like touching you to make you feel awkward.
No, that's good.
Real good job. Cripps looks hurt.
12:49 remaining. Carlton by 10 points.
The Coning's been massive out of the ruck. He'll be one of the better ruckmans in the comp one day, I reckon. The Coning?
Ruckman.
Ruck. No. Rucker.
Ruckmans.
Nah, I'm not sexist, bro. Because
Rucks.
there's also, like the Doug. Like the family Doug. Rucks.
Who's Carlton's wingwoman? I mean wingman.
It should be my wingman, but he's
Fisher,
still on
I
my
think,
thoughts.
plays-
Whoa!
When have I ever stolen a girl from you?
Kira.
What? As if you were even going there.
Every time, bro.
That was incidental. I
I've
didn't know.
also got a photo of that.
Do you? Can I see it?
When was that? That was Boxing Day?
Yeah.
2020?
I didn't initiate that, alright?
You didn't initiate the boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, she was totally wanting to fight me.
Yep.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, I have seen that actually. I don't like that.
Give us a goose.
I look fucked out of my head as well.
I'll definitely need a gaze.
I don't think I was that drunk that night. It's not
Oh, mate.
Wow.
That's when we recorded the podcast here, and I reckon I held it together that day when I was absolutely fuck-eyed compared to the last Reese yarn that we did.
That's true. That's true.
They'll bungle it.
My chest
The
feels
Blues-
not good.
Really?
Feels fucking whack.
And you were saying you had a heart attack last night, weren't you?
No,
How many Red Bulls are you pumping at uni? Meals,
zero.
No, that's concerning. Yeah.
Mm.
Is there anything? So the doctor would just said,
Nothing wrong. Go see a cardiologist. They'll do the same thing that I did.
okay.
My mate has like real bad pericarditis, like can't get his heart rate up, and it took him 2 months to get a diagnosis, and he only got an exemption from getting vaccinated for 3 months.
What?
And
really?
he's still got pericarditis. Still can't. He's a PT. Can't work.
Fuck.
It's not as.
What is your heart rate doesn't go up?
Pericarditis. You know what it is, like heart inflammation.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, it can get uncontrollably high, sort of thing. Like once
Oh,
you
okay.
get it up, it's just like.
Oh, okay. So he's not allowed to get his heart rate high. I see.
Well, it gets high naturally, and his blood pressure's really high as well.
That's what I mean. So he can't exercise because it'll get out of control.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Fuck, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's common, mate. It is common.
What is happening there?
He's got a cramp in his
Yeah.
Oh,
calf.
I see. Who is 28?
You.
What are you talking about?
RL Grimes.
I haven't hopped into the chat since you spoke about Jesse vomiting at metros or pericarditis. I'm interested to see what people are talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Cripps, good.
Yeah. Oh, it was Gibkiss, of course.
Carlton hasn't won a game prior to round 3 since 2012.
Whoa. That's pretty wild.
They wouldn't have played this year. Cripps just has a corky apparently.
Lovely.
Is Silvani tall?
About 199, I think.
About Jesse's
No,
size.
is it?
Yeah, Jack Silvani's like
I thought
199.
he was like
199?
194.
No.
I swear he's like 199.
Nah, he's not that tall.
No, I think he's undersized.
Yeah, I reckon he's like 190.
I think he's probably like anywhere between 191 and 194. 191, there you go.
Come on, Richmond. You've played one good quarter.
Is he 191?
I knew he was an undersized kid.
Richmond have not looked good.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Lockie O'Brien.
Do
Top
you
10
reckon
pick,
on
bro.
9 calls I make, 9 lessons I learned, whatever the fuck I'm gonna call it,
Lucky
I just
O'Shank
make
and
massive
your dog,
calls
cunt.
for every game. The Richmond dynasty is done.
Shank it, you dog.
That's where it will go hard to make sure you're making a decent point each time and
Yeah.
not just being. Yeah. 10 minutes to go. Richmond need 3 goals to hit the front.
At
Plenty
least
of
I
time.
tipped fucking
They
Carlton.
just need to tip the momentum again.
Come
But
on,
I feel
How much were Carlton paying?
I didn't say the odds. They would have been.
I think they were like
Crazy.
$2.40, $2.50.
yeah. So Richmond favourites, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're like $1.80, Richmond.
Oh, Brian.
I forgot you do that.
Can't put multis on the AFL anymore, RIP.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Is that because of your position?
Oh, I thought it was just a general thing that people couldn't do it.
Nah. Unfortunately, snot.
Gee whiz. So, wait, did you tip Richmond? I forget.
I took Carlton.
You did. So that tip's looking good. And you tipped Richmond?
I did.
Yeah. So
Come on, Tigers. Oh, deconing again.
Carlton looking pretty good.
Need to make notes on this so I don't have to go back to it.
Just watch the stream. Bit endless analysis. Good tackle there, but his nuts hurt. I've been peeing a lot.
Oh, he's a basketball
You have.
prospect.
I pee a lot anyway.
Yeah?
Probably a
Don't have
secret
something wrong with
diabetic.
it. Yeah.
No, I honestly think I just I drink a lot of water, and it always happens when I drink alcohol. I've had 3 beers, so
When you come to
Oh,
my
fuck
house
off.
on Saturday, you were I think you literally had about 10 wheeze.
yeah, I think that's a little bit.
10 weeks.
Bullshit!
That's
That's weak as piss.
I think you did like 10 wheels, maybe 4 poos.
Fucking weak.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, no, honestly, wouldn't
I
get
think
out
that's
my toilet.
psychological though, because I had just gone off a pretty long drive, so I was drinking a lot of water. But also, I want to empty my bladder before a podcast. Ask Bush, I do the same thing.
Yeah, he does.
I pee like 3 times before I start.
Shank it,
Please,
you sack
Mrs.
of
Chera.
shit.
I don't care if Carlton win, just Chera don't have a moment.
So we're really just.
Yes!
Oh!
Eat it! Suck in, Cherry, you maggot dog.
Wow.
Thank you.
There's a lot of passion in this room.
It's a real fuck out of cherry fire.
Hate is a
Yeah,
strong
lots-
word, and I
lots of
don't.
attention.
There's YouTube's swear guidance lines really
Oh, Bush had just ruined that for him. He dropped a C word like 5 minutes in. and then he's
Come
dropped
on,
4,
bro.
and then 1 was from another guy.
How do you have so much space?
Nice.
There you go.
Yes!
Come on.
back on, boys! Sick
Revolt.
these dogs.
Remold is a clutch player.
He is. Carlton are going to choke this and it's going to be fucking hilarious.
Oh, that would make. I wouldn't care for everyone this week if Carlton choked,
Fucking
eh?
oath.
Just to see.
Wow.
I would honestly love that, eh?
It would make my week.
Make
Come
it
on,
hard.
Revolt. Oh, it's going left to right.
Fucking Russo.
Poor kick. You see that in the crowd? Oh,
I'm
you're
just-
laughing at Bush,
I'm just
yeah.
counting how many times he said fuck, and he said 5 in like the
Yeah,
last
I
like
know.
10 seconds.
If we get demonetized,
he
you'll reimburse
literally
me.
said fucking oath 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It was in a span of like 4 seconds.
5 fucks and 10 weeks. Content.
Fuck.
What's that from?
Bush's live stream performance on average.
South Park.
Eh.
Save my ass.
Oh yeah, he's pissing off Garrison
Yeah.
and getting kicked out of class. Yeah.
Creeps
Patrick
back on the
Blunt.
field.
Jake farts.
Richmond,
Pick it up!
Richmond can't
Sorry.
really make too many mistakes from here. They've got to score 3 times, and they're not going to have that many chances to do it.
Come on, meow.
Richmond are the team that get the 15-second goals out of square. So.
Piss off, Chera.
Yeah.
50.
Oh, I never saw him get a fucking hard ball like that at Fremantle.
We need to make a chant for Chera. So piss off, Adam Chera.
Oh,
Oh,
you
piss
fucking
off.
dickhead.
Give the crab a fucking goal.
That's
Turn
the
it
game.
off.
That's the game.
That was so dumb though. They were literally like blocking his run while he's trying to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it is 50 every day of the week.
I have a new bold prediction. Richmond for the spoon.
Really? You being serious?
They have
A little bit.
They have actually looked so.
look
I don't
fucking
think so.
dog shit.
I don't think they're anywhere near bottom 4.
They have not played good football tonight.
I
Yeah,
regret
but-
putting them in the finals now.
I reckon they'll be mid-table.
I regret putting them in the finals.
They'll finish 14th, I reckon, 13th, 14th, based on this. Miss it. Oh.
No way he was fucking missing that.
No, I think you're underrating Carlton a little bit there.
Carlton?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Richmond.
Yeah, no, but Richmond, if you're saying Richmond like bottom 4,
No, I
that
think
implies
14th.
that Carlton are not, well, okay, 5th last then.
Sixth.
That implies that Carlton haven't been that good.
They haven't.
I think they've been finals around the mark quality.
Nah, they've played 2 good quarters.
To quote the great Patches O'Houlihan, this game has looked like a bunch of retards trying to fuck a doorknob out there.
This is not sponsored by anyone.
Sponsored by Dodgeball the movie, where that quote is from.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'll-
direct quote, not
I'll get you to
offensive.
chase up that revenue for me.
You're gonna get like the opposite of sponsorships where like brands gonna make you pay them.
You're
just
going to get
to-
blacklisted, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's days are done at Tigerland.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
Oh well.
It was
that
fun while it
didn't run.
lasted.
Knee-jerk
Oh!
reaction!
They're not good, bro. All of last year they were shit, and they're shit again.
I don't think they were that shit last year. They had way...
Come on, Freo beat them.
Yeah, but they had injuries
Gold
on
Coast beat
injuries.
them.
They had injuries as bad as anyone last year. I'm not saying they will be good, but I'm just saying you're just saying after round 1, like everyone's made a mistake of making a big call after round 1.
If you can't get up to round
really?
one,
You can't. Oh, my bad.
I can... That's 6. I can think of... I reckon I could find a ton of examples of a premiership team who lost round 1. I'm not saying they'll win the flag.
but they haven't played well either. Like West Coast against Sydney, they played well.
I mean,
Richmond
they
are
played
not
well
very
for a team you thought was going to win the spoon. I think Richmond's been around that level.
Around the spoon level.
No, no.
Get in the chat. What do you guys think of Richmond?
I think you're forgetting how bad some of the other teams can be. I don't think Richmond's anywhere near that bad.
Yeah, neither.
They'll
but-
finish higher than West Coast, I reckon.
Yeah, it's not an accomplishment, is it? Although Freo can't accomplish that. Oh, no way, man.
I hope they give it to Shera.
It's Adam Kennedy. So I'm
That
I'm
is
not
a
Matthew
shit
Kennedy,
call.
so I'm happy it's Kennedy.
That is shit. That is ultimate shit.
What happened? What is it?
This is a free kick against Pickett. He wins the ball. Oh.
The
No,
take
that
the
is
legs.
that is the old Ligaroonies. He's dived at
But
his ankles.
if you win the ball,
He just shouldn't go to ground though. Like if he's out of position, so he should just initiate a tackle. Let him pick it up and then tackle it. And
but he won the ball. Like, if you win the ball,
Dumbass, kick the
I
goal.
suppose he took his legs out, but does that endanger the person picking up the ball? Oh, yeah, I suppose
yeah,
it does.
ankles.
Yeah. I don't know about football.
Playing a few ankles.
West Coast ankles.
Yeah. Made of tissue bag.
Like, we haven't seen this at all from Richmond since the first quarter, just hitting marks like that, run and carry.
Oh, oh!
I like how he thought he didn't play on. He was going to stand and go back for the kick. That was cute. 5 minutes 40 remaining. Carlton lead by 4 goals.
I
The
think
win seems inevitable.
my learn from this game is
The Richmond dynasty is over.
I reckon it is Carlton play well when, like, they're a confidence team. If they get a string of shit happening, they look good.
Well, I think the difference as well is probably Paddy Cripps kicking 3 and having 28 touches. When was the last time he did that other than the preseason? It's been years
2 years
since Paddy
ago.
Cripps. Yeah, so 2 years of Paddy Cripps being off. Suddenly he's back and they beat Richmond in round 1.
I'm going to back in the logic I used on the season preview podcast. He'll have an Ollie Wines type resurgence after a couple of rough years with injuries
That
and
would be-
finding form.
That would be cool to see, to be honest. Cheryl with the clearance to Cripps. To Silvani.
That's odd.
5 minutes on the dot remaining.
You can do it, Richmond. Bury these losers.
So when was the last time? Was it 2012? The last time Carlton beat Richmond in round 1, or
Some shit like that.
a bit longer than that maybe? I think it's 11, so maybe the year before that. Have a look at the chat for a while.
Oh!
Mr. Chulk says Chera, what a trade.
What did they give up for him?
Pick 6 was it, and a future third?
Yeah.
That's about right.
It's outrageous.
So, what would you say Richmond's premiership formula was? Like Hawthorn was chip mark, Dees was running carry. What was
Richmond
Richmond's?
was the pressure.
Handball pressure.
Pressure.
And their handball movement
A
quickly.
pressure that no other team could sustain. They would sort of just hack it forward and then have the runners and the smalls to apply pressure and win the ball again.
And having Dusty Martin play like God
Yeah.
mode for 2 years.
That
Yeah.
helps. That helps. They definitely had their star talent, like Rance, Rewalt, Dusty. I'd add Hooley in that mix as well. Cochin was pretty good.
Mullen, Pickett.
Yeah. See that spin under no pressure? That was sick.
You're a hater.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Just making a joke.
You're not though. You're not. You don't think that.
Well, I'm joking about not being over it, but
Yeah.
I did think he spun a little unnecessarily.
It's because you don't have steez, you wouldn't know what it is.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
Ugo. They look like a bunch of spuds.
I think Richmond have tried to reinvent themselves, and it's not working.
The game moves. It transitions into new
Definitely,
periods, and
yeah.
so I don't know, their formula just doesn't work anymore.
Apparently, I heard that someone heard an interview of Damien Hardwick, so I didn't watch the interview myself. But apparently, Hardwick said he wants to play more chip mark style.
Well,
It's quite funny because the Eagles are getting chipped, in, so to speak, in the media for the exact opposite because we play too much chip mark. But I think the way we do it is really bad. to be
Yeah.
fair. I don't think because Geelong play the same style and they're a good team. So
Hawthorn always have that same style as well.
yeah,
But I think if you can maintain possession of the ball for as long as possible, you're in a good spot to win. Like, the amount of marks that you take in a game is a crucial indicator of performance.
But I heard something interesting in that podcast you were watching before the game, actually, that one with like Michael Barlow and Dylan Friend and stuff. Michael Barlow was saying going into 2016, Freo tried to change their strategy to play like Hawthorn, and that's what fucked us.
yeah, it would make sense.
It's hard to imagine that like the little chip game would work anymore because teams are just
Zoned up like
yeah,
crazy.
like way too defensively structured. So like if you're trying to do like a chip mark like offense, then they're gonna because they play zones, you'll be dealing with like you'll have like 3s on 1s and 2s on 1s not to your favour,
Well, Geelong got clapped in the prelim.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
play super slow.
They
Yeah.
didn't make a prelim though.
The best is like running.
They didn't
carry.
make a prelim though, which is worth noting.
Yeah.
So if you can get that deep into finals,
But if you look at styles, like run and spread, get the ball to the open
Which I feel like
side.
is Melbourne style.
Yeah,
They're way
definitely.
more run and spread.
Mm.
They like use a linking handball.
Mhm.
Everyone on their team will get it and like will take like 10 hard steps or like 10 hard strides.
They get the ball out of contest very well, so where like all the congestion is, and then just get the runners to
Yeah.
take it out into the open
Their
space.
ruckman's like one of the best like moving big men that can go up and down the grounds.
Oh, look at
Gordon
Sai.
and Jackson. Like you see Jackson running along like a midfielder with him, and he's in the ruck.
it also comes down to personnel. Like to bring it back to the Eagles, when we use that, when we rely like heavy on an aerial game, it's because we have guys like McGovern, Barras, and then up forward you have Kennedy and Darling. But if those players retire and we try and employ the same strategy with
Yeah, won't
like
work.
waffle key forwards and etc., then that's not going to work.
I think Freo at the moment, well, we'll see, we haven't even played a game yet, but from the pre-season, the plan that we sort of try to implement is like slow in possession, like very chip mark-ish. But when the ball's in dispute, like transition, chaos sort of stuff, we are very quick to transition. Like we turn on the jets, like real good counter-attacking from what I've seen so far. But hey, we're going to beat Adelaide first.
Well, god damn. Carlton have done it.
Yeah.
30 seconds, no chance.
And they can go fuck.
Games like this are changing in the guards, I reckon. Like Freo beating West Coast. You know, like Freo are going to be better than West Coast now. Carlton beating Richmond. Carlton will be better than Richmond now, I reckon. Agree?
Absolutely. I'm with you here as well, Rogue, right? Saying, damn, I already miss Carlton being shit. I still don't necessarily think they're good.
Yeah.
I think this is a much have been of Richmond's been dog shit.
To be fair, to score 14 goals, 17
Yeah.
against Richmond, you're no chance.
Yeah.
Carlton could make the 8.
Remember when Melbourne were terrible? Now it's just a distant memory because they're guns.
I did have one piss, Mr. Chulip, actually.
Oh, big moment for Carlton. This is a big win for them.
Give the boys some credit.
It's a very big win for them. I'll be tuning into Blue Abroad and his review.
It's their grand final. Good on them.
I was just saying, you think Freo will be better than West Coast this season?
Well, yeah, I think it's kind of a given at the moment because of how fucked we are.
Do you think Carlton will be better than Richmond this season?
Before this, I had tipped Carlton to finish higher and Richmond to win this game. So the fact that Carlton's now won this game, I'd have to only say yes.
Yeah. So I was saying, like, there's games like these where you start to see the ladder position slowly change for a long period, I reckon. Like, it's a changing in...
Change of the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Richmond, they're pissed off.
I'd still be backing us hard if we had players, but it's not just that we have injuries. I think everyone knows how bad our injuries are.
Yeah.
It's to the point where, like, yeah, I can't even tip us against Gold Coast. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. Well, now much Gold Coast, I can't bet.
They're favourites now. yeah, true.
Fuck's sake.
They swung hard from not favourite to favourite.
Yeah.
I thought Shu was definitely going to play. But
So Shui's out?
the Shui's out, but I do actually think there's a factor of that where they're like, we're going to lose this game, so not risk the guy who's probably week to week hammy.
Shui out, Kelly out, Yo out,
Yeah. Darling out,
Darling out.
Witherden out,
Oh, boo, whoever the hell I want, Kite.
Is Herney?
You pleb.
Hernsey.
Fuck up,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oscar Allen out, Duggan out, and then you're the next
Gaff in,
Gaff's in,
Sheet out.
Sheet out, and then your next tier guys like Chesson would have played for round 1 for sure. He's out. Tom Joyce came in, expected to play round 1. He's out.
Steph Gyro, step up.
It's literally like
Baby.
the 4 emergencies we named were the last 4 players on the list. That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's like Jack Williams got named, Callum Jamison.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh, I know who he is, but yeah, no one else would. But anyway, enough about that. Voss wins a game in his debut.
Undefeated.
Isn't Ryan out for health and safety protocols? No, he's back in, Rogue. He obviously cleared his eyes, so...
Nice.
There was talk about him, Jones and Nat Nui. It was a rumour they were all going to miss, but they...
Those are rumours.
those
Haven't
are
said that in a
rumours.
while.
Yeah. But he played. They're all playing, I mean. But...
I was like, who to speak to? How many have you got in the chat? 43.
43, yeah,
Listen
thanks,
to my
guys.
parts.
Thanks for watching the game with us. If you want to chuck a like, that'd be great.
Yeah, I might dip because I might go to the gym.
Mr. Tulip says, Bush has talked about potatoes all night.
I have.
Alright, I'm
I've
going
watched
to bounce.
Alright.
I might. What games are there on Saturday, Arvo?
We'll probably call it there.
Yeah.
Are you working this whole weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm busy all weekend, unfortunately. I'm not even watching the Eagles.
I might stream Brisbane versus Port Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then Freo. Oh, yeah, we'll see. And then Freo Adelaide, hopefully, if I can get my Mac working.
Yeah, cool.
I wouldn't mind having a copy of your, having a gaze at your settings.
Sure, I don't think there's anything good about my
Yeah, I
settings.
know, but if you can run this, I'd be happy to run this.
Alright, cool. Alright, homies, thank you for tuning in. It's good to be back. And
We're back!
We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Catch ya,
Thank you
homies.
guys. Cheers.
Nah, this doesn't work.
Just hit.